Aya, Ace Attorney, 2. 3, actually. We're past 2. Sequelitis. So this game is good. Yes. So last time I played it, I beat the first case. It took about an hour and a half because, well, Kyle, you're an idiot. And now we're on episode 2, which I got some time. So this is either going to be, depending on how well this goes, I can finish it all in one sitting, or I'm going to break it up. It really depends. So I will make that call when I get halfway through it, and by halfway through it, I mean when I get past the first court day. If it looks like I can finish it in one sitting, I will. If it doesn't, I won't. Plain and simple. So episode 2, the godstone of Gyakuten. The Gyakuten Shrine's new godstone was destroyed, and a furious Reimu accuses the recently established Myoden Temple. The only way to sort this out is things out is a trial, what truly happened to the stone. Now, I'm looking forward to this case for 2 reasons. 1, there's new characters, the Myoden Temple is showing up, and 2, I absolutely adore the way that Reimu is written in this series, so I'm very happy to see a case directly involve her. There. Wish I didn't have to do this, but I don't want to have to deal with Reimu when she finds out. She wouldn't shut up about gathering faith with this. But why the hell was she calling it a godstone? It's just a stupid boulder. Symposium came out in 2011, didn't it? Because it came out between Wildhorn Hermit and Forbidden Scrollery, and that was 2010 and 2012. So, and this probably released at summer, right? So August-ish. So I would imagine that Symposium did not exist yet. Why the hell is she calling it a godstone? It's just a stupid rock. I shouldn't hang around here. If I get caught, people will get the wrong idea. It was lucky to find her there. I feel a bit bad for her, though. April 15th, 9:24. Shameimaru Law Office. Momiji? Hey, Momiji. What's the matter, Aya? About the Gyakuten banquet yesterday. Do you remember who was there? I'm sorry, but I don't remember exactly. It felt like all of Gensokyo was there. You really don't remember? That's a problem. Why? I wanted to write an article about the banquet, but I can't remember who was there and who wasn't. It completely slipped my mind to take notes. Well, I do remember it was Miss Suika's idea. I'm sure of that. Yo, Suika's in this chapter too? Alright, that's pretty good. Right, but it was really amazing. I had no idea Remilia could bleep like that. Everyone was stunned by Lady Yako's bleep. And then Kaneko bleep? What? What? You're a reporter. What? Tell me. Tell me what this means. Huh? We got a letter. No. Report. Do your job, Aya. Report. Journalize. Tell me what you're talking about right now. You're making it look worse by bleeping it. If I write an article about it, I'm sure to make a stir. I might actually win the whole competition with this. It's from Sho Torimaru. Oh, Miss Sho was at the party too, wasn't she? No, she was a no-show. And if I add that Satori suddenly bleep, it should... Aya. What? The paper will have to wait. Why? Miss Sho was arrested. What? She's requesting your services. She's waiting for us at the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Yeah, okay. Why you didn't, of all the things that he had to adapt from Ace Attorney at this time frame, why did he choose that sound effect increasing in pitch? Why did he have to pick that one? There's nothing I can do about it, so stop that. Who, me? I wasn't doing anything. What's the charge? You'll take the case, won't you? I know how this goes by now. There's no escape. That's good, I guess. It's written that the godstone was found destroyed at the Gyakuten Shrine early this morning, so property damage. Property damage? Did she wake up still drunk and break something? Well, I'm not sure she can tell us more. I'm sure she can tell us more. Then let's go and see her first of all. By the way, I'm glad you're motivated, but do you remember how these investigations work? I had too much to drink at the banquet yesterday. That's a very specific kind of memory loss. Anyway, when we're investigating, you can talk, present, move, and search, and you really mustn't. Chat, that's a word, right? Mustn't? It looks fake. That looks like a fake contraction. I know it is must not, but mustn't looks fake. You really mustn't forget to search everything that's helpful. Find evidence we'll need in court. When you get to a new place, make sure to search and then present the evidence to the people we meet. Yes, that's right. You can learn all kinds of things by presenting. Yeah, if you ever feel stuck, try and search and present everything you can. Got it. Let's get the investigation started already. Talk to me, crabs. What do you think, Momiji? It was the godstone that was destroyed, right? Isn't that really bad? Why would it be? Reimu told me the godstone was the home of a god, and that it was going to bring worshippers to the shrine. Oh, right, I heard about that too. So, if it was destroyed, Reimu's gonna be really angry. Oh, I don't know. She's always so carefree. I'm sure it will be fine. When was that godstone enshrined anyway? What do you mean? I went to the shrine a few days ago and it wasn't there, and Reimu was acting the same as usual. So, it's like it suddenly sprung from nowhere. Well, Reimu does have all kinds of things on a whim, so it's not that strange. This is the mystery in your town, yep. You can tell by this part right here. It's one of my favorite parts in the original song. If you say so. Anything else you want to talk about? Ooh, it's got a new fancy mark. Look at that. To the holding cell. $9.42 Scarlet Devil Mansion holding cell. Have we seen Sho before? I have a vague recollection of seeing her in this game before, and she was really tall. And I don't know if that's just my memory like playing tricks on me, or she actually showed up before. Hello, Sho. Is now a good time to talk? She's not tall at all. If anything, she looks young. Blonde eye. She's so short. What the fuck? That's not what I remember at all. But clearly I don't remember anything. I remember a tall Sho, but I guess it's not this game. She looks pretty small. So it's you, Aya Shameimaru. You came as they said you would. Please set me free as soon as possible. It's not that easy. We'll have to go to court and win an acquittal. I was told that if I turned to you, you all would be well. For the time being, please tell me what happened. If I want to win the trial, I need to be well prepared. I am innocent. As a devotee of Bishamonten, I would never commit a crime. I don't think that'll convince me or the court. Those investigators said something similar. It seems this House of Scarlet is home to neither gods nor Buddhas. Only vampires and magicians and maids and gatekeepers. About the case. This is new music. As I wrote in my letter, I am accused of breaking the godstone, but I did no such thing. But still, there must be some reason the police believe you did it. This is Volet, Magic Library. Yes, it is as you say. Why were you arrested? I am not certain. It might be because Reimu saw me at her shrine this morning. I had gone to recover a lost item. But you never touched the godstone? I did touch it. That's not good. But it was already shattered. I thought it looked different from last night, and when I laid my hand on it, it fell to pieces. Loudly. And of course, Reimu heard that. I am ashamed. For the avatar of Bishamonten to disturb the peace of a shrine. Ah, well, is there any other evidence against you? The maid who arrested me claimed that there was. But I was not arrested at the Hakude shrine, I was at the temple. So at least you weren't caught red-handed. That doesn't help much. Tell me more. About the evidence. Now, how about the evidence against you? Do you know what it could be? It must be the tiger-striped cloth I left behind. I had forgotten it at the shrine, so I went to recover it. Oh, the convenience. and then Reimu saw you break the godstone. I did not break it. I merely touched it. That's the same thing. So you too, my would-be savior, believe I am a criminal? You must wish to behold the light of my pagoda. Aya, please don't bully our clients. Sorry, maybe I was a bit too harsh there. If you truly repent, then I forgive you. But how did you end up leaving some cloth at the shrine? Show? All beings who live in this mortal world are fallible. Even those of us closest to the gods sometimes stray. I'm looking for answers, not enlightenment. Forgetting this cloth is the reason for all my suffering. I am in this place due to my own lack of foresight. I must redouble my training. She's off into her own little world. Well, it'd be too much trouble to bring her back. Let's investigate elsewhere. We'll come back later. Filed some notes on the tiger stripe cloth on the court record, half amazed. A piece of cloth like the one Sho wears around her waist. Having forgotten at the Hakude shrine, she went to get it back and found the broken godstone. Then she broke it further. Anything else? I guess now we go to the scene of the crime. How does her raiment stay in a loop? Well, because she is an avatar of Bishamoten. There's Reimu, sweeping the grounds with a broom. Look at that handling. You can tell she's a professional. That's the product of many long days of practice. Does she ever do anything else? She drinks tea throughout the day, and sake throughout the night. It's incredible that someone can live like this. One of Gensokyo's 7 wonders, the Hakude Shrine Maiden's daily life. Truly a great mystery. Maybe I can clear up some of those mysteries for you. Momiji? Yes, what is it? I'm going to run away now. I'll follow you wherever you go. Don't you dare run. Yeah. Well, we do have business with you today. I'm sure you've heard, but we're taking on Miss Sho's defense. It was that tiger yokai who destroyed the godstone. And you're going to defend her? Well, I was asked to, so... Why is she giving me that cold glare? That's how she looks at yokai who get in her way. Ooh, listen to that Reimu mix. What's that instrument called, chat? It starts with an S. Shimasan? 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 You know what I'm talking about, right? Shamisen. Shamisen. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ben. Ben. Yeah, there you go. Wait, Ben's a biwa, isn't she? Or is that Yatsuhashi? No. Which one's a koto and which one's the biwa? It happened a little after dawn. I was cleaning up the party's aftermath when I heard the godstone break. And when I rushed over, I found that tiger yokai there. But according to Sho, the stone was already broken. I don't believe that for a second. That's the worst thing she could have done. Neither of them is a shamisen, no. One's a biwa, one's a koto. But she left that cloth that she's always wearing behind, so I grabbed it and went to get Sakuya immediately. B. Remember the fact that Ben and Biwa both start with B. Alright, well, that works. I can remember that. I'll give her one thing. She works fast. She wrangled that tiger in the blink of an eye. I suppose it's normal to suspect Sho in this situation, but why would she do something like that? That's obvious. Myoden Temple was trying to crush their rival. Huh? They must have heard rumors of the godstone, so they sent that tiger to destroy it. Are you sure about that? That's the only thing that could have happened. Reimu feels a little different from usual. Well, she's probably pissed. Her money-making scheme has gone up in smoke. The godstone appeared overnight in the yard a few days ago. I knew it was an auspicious sign. What's auspicious about a rock? It was auspicious that it gave my shrine something it didn't have before. Yeah, I guess it did, didn't it? I'm sure it bestowed a blessing for finding lost items. Really? and yet it was destroyed by that tiger yokai. What am I supposed to do now? This was my opportunity to gather faith. So that's what this is about. Well, it's pretty much what I expected, even though it's because she does things like this that she can't gain any faith at all. Did you say something? No, nothing. The godstone, okay. The trembling hand. A now shattered rock, it appeared near the Hakone Shrine a few days ago. It is unknown how it was broken. It's just a rock. That's it, it's just a rock, dude. Alright, take me to the Myodan Temple Gate. Oh. Ooh, that's new. That's a new background. It's very quiet. That's not very surprising. One of the temple's disciples was put in jail. Wow. You don't have as much flair when your arms aren't out like that, and you don't have, like... She's not poofy. You know? There's certain aspects to her design right now that aren't present, and it makes her feel smaller than she normally is. You two are... we are in charge of Show's defense. I realize this is sudden, but we need to speak with her. Oh my, you seem to be working hard. Would you like to join me for tea first? Sorry, but we don't have much time to spare. Is it fine if we speak here? That is a shame. I had hoped to have a proper conversation with Tengu. I understand that you value all humans and yokai equally, but right now, Show's defense should come first. I consider Show to be the most exemplary of us all. I never imagined something like this could happen. Could it be that my teachings are lacking? I don't think that has anything to do with this. She denies she did anything wrong. Oh, yes, of course. As a devotee of Lord Bishamoten, that girl could never do something as appalling as breaking a stone that is home to a god. You know what it is, chat? Her appearance is a lot more relaxed than usual. Because when I think about her appearance in the games, she feels more, I don't know, energetic, I suppose, because her air scroll pumped out. She's got her arms wide out. She says Namu-san for some reason. But here she's just like, she's kind of what you'd expect the head of a Buddhist temple to be, right? Completely relaxed. All right, where am I? Maybe we get started now. Corporate casual. I wouldn't say casual, but she's definitely pretty relaxed right now. This morning, after coming home from the banquet, Sho performed her usual tasks, then left the temple. Her outfit looks more like normal clothes, somehow. You know what it is? I think it's missing some of the accessories. Not accessories. Oh, this is her stage theme. Pretty good. Like, you know how I think like the sleeves and the end of her skirt have like white accents to them. Missing the cape? I have to look this up now. Hold on. Let me see if I can pinpoint this. Gyakuten. Yeah, her arms are missing the white wraps. That's what it is. It's actually kind of closer to her fighting game outfit, but UFO should be the latest game, right? If that's the case, yeah, she's missing a lot of additional elements to her outfit right now. As you can't see, there's nothing on her arms or on her shoulders. But you can't see below that anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, she's got an expression on her face. But this time around, she looks pretty chilled out. Alright, this morning after your usual task, left the temple, and soon she returned after we received a visit from the Scarlet Devil Mansion's maid. I was terribly shocked when she told me she had come to arrest Sho. You don't seem very shocked talking about it. Do you know where Sho went before she was arrested? I was told by Minamitsu that Sho had gone to the Hakone Shrine, and that she left in quite a hurry. I actually had to take a second there to realize who she was referring to there when she said Minamitsu. I am so used to Murasa. Also, is it just me, chat, or is that part of the song sound like the Final Fantasy VII title theme? You hear that? Well, it's not there anymore. Maybe it'll come back. Shit. It'll come back. It'll come back. She's gone looking for a lost item, right? But Reimu saw her at her worst time. It's called Prelude, and it's the Final Fantasy theme in general. It's not exclusive to Final Fantasy VII. Well, all I have done today is expose how little I know about Final Fantasy. And this is exactly the kind of thing that Final Fantasy fans despise. So, sorry. But, yeah, I only know it from Final Fantasy VII. That's it. This is why I was so shocked I only heard of Broken Godstone later. So all of the temple's residents went to that banquet, but did you all return home together? Now that you mention it, Sho was the only one to stay behind. It was unusual for her to get so drunk. Now it sounds like the beginning of Genova. I hear it a little bit. But I think it's the instrument itself, the piano. I think that's a piano. I can't tell for sure. I can't tell for sure. It was unusual. Yes, that girl knows she turns into an animal if she has too much to drink. But she's a tiger. Is that a harp? This ain't a piano. No, it's not a piano. But I can't, for the life of me, place a name to this instrument right now. It's a harp? Huh. Or a harpsichord. What the... I hate instruments, dude. But she's a tiger. Isn't she an animal to begin with? Are you being obtuse on purpose? Sho is a kind, hard-working girl, but sometimes she gets carried away. I had told her to be careful. And yet... That part right there, did you hear it? Here it is again. That sounds like the Final Fantasy theme. I had told her to be careful, and yet at least she recovered properly this morning and took care of all her daily tasks. Fun fact, Tora can mean either tiger or drunkard in Japan, or in Japanese. Really? Weird. Language is weird. At least she recovered properly this morning and took care of her daily tasks. Show us the concept of a tiger, right? She is originally a tiger yokai who was given the status of a disciple of a god, which is why she still exists, because tiger yokai no longer exist. She's still a tiger yokai, but the belief of tiger yokai disappeared once people learned what tigers were. But because she had gained a following and faith by being an avatar of a god, she maintained her physical form. So she is both a tiger god and a disciple of Bishamoten, which is why she is still with us today. But for the most part, yes, tiger yokai are essentially 100% extinct outside of her, because people no longer fear tigers as an unknown beast, right? They know what tigers are. She recovered, so her transformation was short-lived. She had to. There is work here only she can do. Getting Sho sober. I got you. I only heard about it after the fact, but it seems Sho gets a special kind of sobering medicine from Ayante. She might have used it this morning. So she keeps Ayante medicine on hand. Sho needs to be awake and aware every morning, so it is a wise precaution. Here, have a look. How did you pull this out of nowhere? Magic! Convenient, isn't it? A reminder that Gyakuten is technically a yokai magician in classification. There's all kinds of medicines in there. We might need to go to Ayante, have them tell us which is which. You really think that's necessary? If we want to prove Sho's innocence, we should leave no stone unturned. I guess that's true. May we borrow this box? This is Sho's own box, so it should be fine. Here. Sho's medicine box. Ouch. One of the medicine boxes distributed by Ayante, supposed to contain sobering medicine used by Sho. Tasks at the temple. Touhou universe has male characters, but a lot of the focus is on female characters because that's what the creator wanted. There are some male characters that are used in canon, but like for the most part, yeah, it's all female here. As the avatar of Lord Bishamoten, Sho has a critical task to perform. She must open this chest every morning. Almost all of them are boring. Correct. That is correct. There's a few of them. Like, the main male character you see in Touhou is Renosuke. Because he's a protagonist. He's the main character of one of the written works. But there are a few other in name. For example, Byakuden's brother, Myoden, he's not alive, and he's never seen, but he's known in name. Yomu's grandfather, Yoki, he's known in name, but he's never been seen either. So there's a few characters that are known in name, and then the manga and stuff has a bunch of miscellaneous characters as well that are male, that aren't really important. The fortune teller, I guess, exists. He's male. But yeah, in terms of like notable male characters that have any real presence, Renosuke's pretty much the only one. This is the chest of Bishamonten. We store the temple's sacred items within during the night. It is a treasure that was gifted to me by the god Bishamonten himself. And opening this is Sho's job. He existed, yes. Yes, the fortune teller existed. You telling me he's not coming back for round 2? The chest has to be unlocked through a complex rite. Only Sho or Nazarin can open it, but Nazarin has been away. And Sho couldn't have opened it while drunk. Naturally, would you try writing an article drunk? Well, I have, but I understand what you mean. Sho made sure to sober up so she could open this. Boy, did he exist. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Exactly. The temple's day cannot start unless the chest is unlocked. I should take this as evidence just in case. The chest of Bishamoten was put in the court records somehow. A chest used to store Myoden Temple's treasures can only be opened at dawn through an elaborate ceremony. Only Sho could have opened it the day of the incident. That's kind of wacky. Alright. I'm going to the Moon Doctor. I told the Moon Doctor. She said ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. It feels like we end up here all the time. Is it my imagination? I know what you mean. They've been involved in a lot of incidents. How can I help? Every time Racing gets involved, she ends up crying on the witness stand, and I kind of feel bad for her. Ah, it's you again? I'm sorry, I don't want to be here either. Sorry to trouble you. Is Miss Eden in? Master stepped out to gather medicinal plants. She won't be back until this evening. Well, you'll have to do then. I have a few questions I need to ask. There's something about the way you said that. You're imagining things. The paranoia of yours is getting worse. Can you blame me? Every time we run into each other, terrible things happen to me. I really like the way Racing is done in this game as well. Her art is good and her presentation is good. I think this game does a good job with its characters. I really do. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even go to that party. Wait, really? But I thought I saw you there. Master had me working all day yesterday, but that didn't stop Tay from going. Guess that was my bad. Must have mixed up my rabbits. But is it true that Sho from Myoden Temple got arrested for breaking that godstone thing? Yes, but about that, there's something I want you to look at. Here, take a look at this. Get a load of this. Oh, this is one of the medicine boxes we're distributing. Whose is it? It shows. Is any of her sobering medicine in there? Let me see. Oh, I replenished it yesterday, but a packet of that medicine is gone. Are you sure? I'm sure. Sho is the only yokai who asks for that kind of medicine. She said she needs to be ready for work every morning, so she needed something special. Look at that small smile she has. I don't want her on the witness stand, because every time they put her on the witness stand, I gotta harass her. Then she must have taken her medicine this morning, so Sho would have been sober when she went to the shrine. Based on how long does it take for the medicine to work? It was specially made by Master to act quickly, immediate relief guaranteed. Oh, maybe I should take notes for the evidence, of course. One packet of Sho sobering medicine is missing. It was restocked just for the banquet. Immediate relief guaranteed. Could you imagine a medicine that immediately cures your hangover the second you take it? What is that doing to you? Ah, a visitor. An emergency, maybe. We'll leave you to your work then. We still have a few things to look into. Really? Guess you lawyers have it tough too. Yeah, I wish they could get someone else to do this. It's rather impolite to make a visitor wait at the door, don't you think? Well, look at this. We got a new character. I can't even see her hat. We got new art and everything. Silver hair. Gorgeous. Oh, Miss Kane. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. Girl. Yeah, that is a girl. To be fair, if you said that a girl was about to show up, well, you'd had a 99.9% chance of being correct. Much better, thank you. It seems to have truly been just food poisoning. Aya, let's go. We're running out of time. It's the Tengu reporter. Oh, are you here because of this morning's incident? Yes, the news spreads quickly, I see. Other Tengu have been flinging their newspapers around, and I happened to glance through one of them. But it's hard to believe what a Myoden's Temple's yokai would make trouble for others. So you think so too? Well, it's only an impression I have. The yokai there don't seem like the kind of who pull wicked pranks. Oh, I almost forgot. I came to pay for yesterday's treatment. Before that, can I ask you a few questions? I wouldn't say it's a different style, but I think it's the fact that the dev has improved their style and then added a new character with it. Because so far, we haven't actually seen any new characters aside from her and Patchy with her redesign. All the other characters are the same art that they've been using since the start. But no, the new art looks really nice. Was Kane in the previous games? Nope, Moko was though. Kane never made an appearance. Tell me about that incident. All I know is what I've read in the papers. I had to leave the banquet almost as soon as I arrived. It is cleaner and sharper, yeah. I like both of them. I think his original style is really good, and obviously his new style is an improvement on his existing one. The art in general is good as well, and you can definitely see the difference in them. I would say that Kane looks better from an improvement standpoint, but I don't think that the other art really pales in comparison to it, you know? I think Aya still looks phenomenal compared to Kane, even though Kane is like 2 years after all the time to work on his art, right? And he's improved it as much as he has. You mentioned food poisoning. Moko's shirt was it was like salmon pink. It was gross. It seems it was something I ate there, and I was looking forward to drinking through the night with Moko too. So you were with Moko. She invited me, so I went there with her. Don't tell me I gotta go talk to her now. Food poisoning. According to Eden, it was an appetizer from the banquet that caused it. I also got a bit drunk, so I don't remember very well. But I might have eaten something strange. But it doesn't look like anyone else suffered from food poisoning. No one except Miss Kane came over about anything like that. And I don't remember anything off about the appetizers. That's true, it was just stuff Reimu prepared. Could it be? Now, it's not right to accuse people senselessly. I'm sure I was just careless. And after I took my medicine, everything was fine. If you say so. Why do they need a food poisoner? Tell me about last night. I came to the shrine with Moko and we drank together. Her ridiculously deep neckline is a bit weird, but it is consistent in her IN art. Yeah, I noticed that. IN does it as well. Like her shirt goes down pretty far, but like there's just nothing. And the thing is like, Kane's one of those characters who gets extra treatment upstairs in fan art, right? Let's no two ways about that. But this art style actually adheres pretty accurately to the IN portrayal, right? Right down to the outfit. I was beginning to get a bit drunk when I started feeling sick to my stomach. Do you remember what you ate? I ate all kinds of snacks, and I don't remember that well. Sorry. What were you two drinking? We were near the front of the shrine. Oh, but we'd moved a little before I started feeling sick. I'd gone to see the godstone. I don't really have any qualms when a character is given boobage, or not. I just, you know, I would rather it not be grossly disproportionate to their body. And I know that's a meme. That's 100% a meme. But like, you know, just don't exaggerate the proportion size and we're good. That's all I ask. The godstone, so it wasn't broken yet. Oh no, it wasn't. And there was a torch there, so I could see it clearly. Clown doesn't exist yet. So then, that narrows down when the godstone could have been destroyed. Was Moko with you then? Yes, she was. She helped me when I started feeling sick. Afterwards, I told Reimu what happened and excused myself to come to this clinic. And did Moko accompany you? She offered to, but I felt a bit better, so I declined. She tried her hardest to change my mind, though. For some reason, Moko acts like a completely different person when Kane's concerned. Ha. Sometimes you just can't avoid it. Well, there's certain art where it's definitely unavoidable, but sometimes it is just a matter of art style. And again, there's not really anything wrong with it. But I just prefer my art to be, well, I wouldn't say realistic, I suppose, but not like insanely off. And to be fair, Zun doesn't give you much to work with in general, so some people do take their own creative liberties. Alright, now what am I doing here? Tell me about the boxing. Ah, my medicine chest. It is great help to me. Tell me about this box. This is the chest of our temple received from Bishamoten. Do treat it with care. No. I need you to tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. I did not break it. Can I go to the bamboo forest? I don't know. Here, let me show you this. Do you recognize this? That reminds me, I've never seen an ordinary tiger before. Not a lot of people have. A shattered stone? Is this really evidence? Sure is. Take a look. It's a medicine box. I've never seen medicine in it before. You're not gonna make me look at shit, are you? This is fascinating. I should pay me on the temple a visit sometime. Okay. Alright, we're stuck. Back to Momiji. Momiji, what do you think? Nope. Okay. So, Sho doesn't have anything to say. I didn't get any new items, so I guess I have to present something new to you. Shimon's treasure chest, that temple shouldn't be underestimated. Ah, there it is. The decisive evidence. It's true you don't see something. Whoa, Jesus. What the fuck? I just missed all that text. Hold on. Chat, am I crazy or are those clap emojis huge? Are you not seeing that? You see the do you see the emoji? It's fucking huge. What the hell? They are bonkers huge, yes. What the? He scared the shit out of me. It's not that big on my end. Bro, they're massive. They take up a third of the chat. I can't see anything through them. Hold on, I missed the text. Sho told us she left her cloth behind herself, so Reimu couldn't be wrong about that. But I still think something isn't right. If you want to roll back the lines, you should be able to save and load. I haven't saved the game. I have not saved the game at all. I would have to do the whole thing over again. The strange thing here is that Reimu's acting. I think she's hiding something. Reimu! Where do I put my laundry? It's all the emojis. Yep. You took your time. Make sure you fold it properly first. Save here and I'll go back to before you presented it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh. Genius. Genius, 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 genius. There it is, the decisive evidence. It's true you don't see anything, something like this every day. Are you absolutely sure it shows? Of course it is. She's a tiger yokai. She wears clothes that make her look like a tiger. But what makes this evidence? This cloth was found right by the broken godstone, and Sho told us she left the cloth behind herself. So Reimu couldn't be wrong about that. But I still think something isn't right. How come only half of us can see the giant emojis? What the fuck? The strangest thing here is the way Reimu's acting. I think she's hiding something. Reimu, where do I put the laundry? You took your time. Make sure you fold it properly first. I know. Whoa, it's the Tengu. You hear about what happened this morning? Yes, we will be defending Sho in court. But why are you doing Reimu's laundry? Because someone has to. Reimu's so mad today, all she can do is stew over her rock. I wouldn't say I'm mad yet. I just don't feel like doing it. But she's been like this all morning. Anyway, I hung the laundry out to dry for her. To think a mighty Oni would have to do laundry. My condolences. It was all wet and foggy earlier, so I thought we'd leave it for later. But what'd she tell me? Make it go away with your power. Might be the first time I used it to make fog disappear. Oh, right, the fog cleared up all of a sudden this morning. That was your doing? Yep. You know, we didn't have to do laundry at the crack of dawn. We could have just waited. Well, I also had to clean everything up from the party, and not a single one of you moochers stayed to help, so I had to do it all on my own. Could it be that Reimu's mood is actually much better than you'd expect? With such generous and considerate guests visiting, I knew what to prepare for. Momiji, maybe it's time we... wait, this could be important. Huh? Why? Sho told us she came here this morning. That'd be around the time the fog cleared up, so this might be evidence. You say so. Skeptically slid some of Reimu's laundry into the court record. What? Washed by Suika, Reimu even had her disperse the morning fog so they could dry it properly. They got started right at the crack of dawn. So I like how her top comes complete with her sleeves. You only had to take one article of clothing, but you took the whole set. All right. It's kind of weird. Some of my clothes. Hey, wait, don't go around showing that to people. It's gonna get weird. Sho, take a look at this. Whose clothes are these? What kind of question is that? Hello? Who else wears clothes like that? What about you? What do you think of these clothes? These are someone's clothes. But whose? Is everyone in Gensokyo injured in the brain? Who else could it be? Someone's clothes? Wait, are you telling me I'm still not done? Lovely flower range of their own medicinal plants. Oh no, we're doing it. Books on astronomy, Apollo 13, miraculous return, cosmic river of silver, astronomical entombing. Why do I feel a chill? Because those spell cards suck. Drawing of a fan of secret passage, of course not. Oh, whoops. Kinds of pottery, medicine jars. 5 colored shots, swallows, cowrie shells, seamless, silly. No. I did not know that there was a reference to Kinkakuji in this game. Nice. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here anymore either. I showed her that. She smashed it to pieces. Do you have any idea how this feels? One of those medicine chests from Ayante. It's not mine. I opened the offering box. Don't do it, Aya. It's not worth it. Aya decided she never saw anything. It's not worth it. Beautiful shrine, or rather it should be, but it's not taken proper care of. Not taken care of properly. Oh. There we go. I did not realize that there was a new place I could go. Welcome, Miss Shameimaru. We've been expecting you. It almost feels like you're greeting me at your door. What do I say to that? Since we always seem to meet at these crime scenes, I thought it would be was appropriate. Even so this is the scene of the crime. People don't usually come to this side of the shrine, do they? But this is unmistakably where the incident happened. Please have a look at this. That certainly is a rock that's been shattered. So this is the godstone. To be precise, it was the godstone. But now it's only rubble, much like Reimu's ambitions. What? Huh? Alright, you're lucky she ain't here. She'd smack you upside the head for that. What are you saying shit like that for? You've been dying to use that line, haven't you? Everyone in this game is so rude. They all have serious bad blood, and they're all super passive aggressive. It seems it was shattered by a powerful external impact, or possibly several. We have not yet found the murder weapon, so to speak. Nothing was left behind. We have found no tools. Though I doubt our suspect would require tools to destroy this rock. True, anyone could have done this with a burst of Danmaku. By the way, with all this garbage around it, what's all this garbage around it? We asked Reimu, and it seems that this is what remains of the blessed rope that was tied around the stone. I believe it's called a Shameimaru, but it is unrecognizable, torn into pieces like this. So the Shameimaru would have been tied around the stone when it was destroyed. Yes, there's no doubt about that. It's a bit of an eerie sight. The ground was turned to muck because of the fog. The godstone was smashed into pieces, and the Shameimaru was scattered in the mud. I can't pronounce this right at all. Yeah, it's the big thing that Kaneko wears, the donut. It's the big sturdy rope. They also decorate the tops of shrines with them too, right? I don't remember what their significance is, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with gods, which is why it's on this godstone, and also on Kaneko's back and her shrine. This doesn't look like an accident. I feel like this was done to hurt. Then we are in agreement. We believe this was done to send a message. And so Myodan Temple, which had been rapidly gathering faith at the shrine's expenses, would be the prime suspect. If they were winning, why would they destroy your stone? Momiji. Oh. Information on the godstone was added to the court record. A now shattered rocket appeared in Hakude Shrine's yard a few days ago. The Shameimaru that was tied around it was torn into innumerable pieces, and its surroundings are muddy. To keep gods inside. They talked about it in Silent Sinner. Oh, so that's what they outlined they must have outlined the rocket ship in those too then, huh? It's been a while since I've seen Silent Sinner, or read it. It's been quite a while. We found this during our search. The Oni killer? An empty bottle of rare beast stream sake. We've only found this one, and this is not something Reimu bought herself. So it's something a guest brought over. I was told it was brought by Miss Sanae of the Moria Shrine. Several witnesses have told me that she, the suspect, and Miss Moko Fujiwara shared it that night. It was Sanae's. Now that you mention it, I didn't see her with Kaneko or Suwako during the banquet. In any case, the three of them drank this not far from the crime scene. The empty bottle was found over there. By the shrine, not the stone. We found this when we expanded our search a little. Few people seem to have come all the way here. So it is not obvious when the godstone was destroyed. Ugh. That smile gives me chills. Well, the defendant maintains she is innocent, so I'll defend her to the best of my ability. We will not be defeated this time. Prepare yourself. Perfect, elegant, and even her smile is like a knife. The Beast Stream brand sake bottle, the court record, while wishing for some liquid courage. Sake that Sanae brought to the banquet. It was found on the ground a little ways away from the crime scene. Would you like to tell me anything else of importance? I am not at liberty to discuss this. Well, Sounds like that's all I'm getting out of you then. Doesn't need to be anything else, so I can just move to the next area. Tell me about this. Whoa, that's some rare sake. Wish I could have had a taste of it. Now I'm gonna assume... Alright, never mind. Scarlet Devil Mansion, holding cell. Show, what are you doing on that bed? Zen meditation? No, I am merely trying to keep myself calm. I am the avatar of Bisho Mountain. I should not be shaken by something like this. Ah, I see. But the service here is not to my liking at all. I requested green tea, but all they bring is black tea. That seems at odds with what you were just saying. This is the first time I hear someone complain about sake as tea. I wish to have green tea, and it must be accompanied by rice cake stuffed with red bean jam. Wow, quite needy, aren't we? I feel like the avatar of Bisho Mountain shouldn't worry about these kinds of worldly things. Somehow she reminds me of Reimu. She reminds of Reimu. If she doesn't get her green tea, she goes on a rampage. Well, let's hope this one doesn't go on a rampage. Tell me about the tiger striped cloth. Sho, when I asked about the cloth you forgot earlier, you became a bit upset. Is it a serious matter? Well, this is important. Please tell me the truth. Sho is kind of conceited in this one. Now, to be fair, there is very little personality given to Sho at all, so you really don't have a lot to work with. The only thing the dev has to work with right now for this character is her appearance in Stage 5, and that's like it. So, balls on their court for that one, I suppose. Even right now in 2021, there's still not much to work with this character. Honestly, I prefer this over the traditional style that tends to happen for Sho. Because Sho often finds herself in a position where she just loses her pagoda, and that's her whole... That's her character writing. Also, I completely missed it, chat, but she's missing the black highlights in her hair. Her tiger stripes. I don't know why, I just didn't notice it. But she's missing the highlights in her hair. Nazarin's usually the conceited one. True. But then Sho's painted like clumsy and anxious, or loves Nazarin. There's really only two ways people really do this character, huh? Kind of a shame, but it's also because we don't see anything on her at all, so all people really have to go with is what is given there, huh? Nazarin's probably more popular than Sho. Very well, I will tell you. I forgot the cloth at the Gyakuten shrine because I passed out drunk there. And it appears I stripped down to my undergarments beforehand. Which is how you ended up leaving it behind. It is rather embarrassing. I was still quite drunk when I woke up and did not notice that cloth was missing until I returned to the temple. She pulled a Tenko. So you rushed back to the shrine to get it, where Reimu caught you near the godstone. Yes, I never would have thought something like this could happen. That's some bad luck. Streaking! Well, okay, so chat, we figured it out. We figured out where the streaks in her hair went. Alright, they went into her actions. On that night, I parted ways with my usual companions and drank with some new acquaintances. Sanae of the Moria Shrine and Muku, the guide of the bamboo forest. Well, perhaps I should say it was Sanae who invited me. I brought some good sake, why don't you join us, she said. So Sanae was the one who made the offer. By the way, what was this the sake she had? Indeed, it went down easy, but it was still excellent sake. Though later, I was told by Saki that the sake has a powerful effect on beast yokai such as I. You mean it gets yokai animals drunk easily? Yes, I am still a tiger after all. So this is the reason you got so drunk that night. I certainly would not have slept outside of my underwear had I been in the right mind. This sake, it's worrying me. Rewrote the notes on beast dreams. Sake that Sanae brought at the banquet found at the ground a little ways from the crime scene gets yokai animals like Sho drunk easily. Okay. Is that all? Do not wish to look at this bottle anymore, no matter how tasty it was. to next? Nope. Check this shit out. I've never seen this bottle before, but please do not recommend this to show. Uh-oh. So you should know what this is, right? Because you were with Moko. That name is a bit impressive, but what does it mean? The aroma is very enticing, however. What? Am I still missing shit? Holding cell, shrine grounds. Momiji? Momiji? Where do I go? Momiji, where do I go? Where do I go? She's not gonna talk to me. Search doesn't do anything. There's nothing here to search. Can only go back to the grounds. Can't talk to her. Some rare sake. I wish I could have a taste of it. Okay, she doesn't want to talk anything about that. And the holding cell. I've talked to her there. Looking at it, merely looking at it is embarrassing. Sorry, but I don't know what to do now. You truly think this has something to do with the incident? I just want to confirm something. You opened this chest this morning, right? A Nazarene is away. I was the only one who could, but I was still drunk when I woke up. Which is why one packet of sobering medicine is gone, and you went to the shrine after opening this chest. When would that have been? It was early in the morning after the fog cleared up. Opening the chest takes a little while, so the sun had already risen. And you're sure about that? The rite that opens this chest can only be done at dawn. Not even I could open it before sunrise. It protects our treasures through the blessing of Bishamoten. So there's no doubt Miss Sho went to the shrine after Sunny. Come to think of it, Sanae also asked me about the chest last night, but I was already quite drunk, so I do not remember the details. Sanae asked about it. Yes, though I cannot fathom why. I'm curious, but there's no time to go ask today. New information added to the chest. Chest used to store Myoden Temple's treasures can only be opened at dawn during the elaborate ceremony, and Sho opened it in the morning as usual. Sanae also had questioned her about it. Aya, we're out of time. We have to go to court. You're right. We have quite a bit of evidence this time, although a lot of it strains the meaning of evidence. Here we go. Oh, we got to be continued splash screens. We're advancing. Technology has come so far. First, Genso, Kyo, Court, Defendant's Lobby. I think I would have to face judgment here. E2D1. I just found out today that Great Ace Attorney is available on Switch. I did not know that. I will probably play it when I get the chance, but I did not buy it because I'm pretty sure Christian already owns it, and I will just borrow it from him and play it then. Hey, don't make that face. I'll definitely prove you innocent. You would truly be saving me. This show looks pretty worried. Of course she is. She's a defendant, though we've seen plenty of exceptions. Would you say that in Gensokyo exceptions are the norm? Cut that out. We don't have time for a cone. A what? So, what do you think of the prosecution's plan is? Will they be bringing Reimu in as a witness? That's to be expected. But it'd be bad if someone other than Reimu showed up. That'd mean we completely overlooked something. Yes, that's true. This is looking like it'll be a tough trial to begin with. There's already damaging evidence and a witness, which is also the usual, really. Well, we'll just have to make do, as usual. It's about time for court to open. Let's go. Oh, it's Patchy again. Patchy's ready to play. The trial of Sho Torimaru is now in session. Are the defense and prosecution both ready? There she is, shiny Patchy. The prosecution is ready, and the defense is ready as well. Good. First of all, the prosecution may deliver their opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. Now, what are we dealing with here? This is the case of property damage and vandalism. The plaintiff is Reimu Hakude of the Hakude Shrine. The defendant is Sho Torimaru of Myoden Temple. The defendant is accused of having destroyed a sacred object kept in the Hakude Shrine grounds this morning, namely the rock known as the godstone. While the defendant denies her guilt, the evidence and testimony makes it clear that she is the culprit. That is all. Understood. Defense, is there any statement you wish to make? I have a lot to say, actually, but nothing for now. All in good time, right? I will be proving Sho's innocence over the course of this trial. Will you still say the same once you've heard the witness testimony, I wonder? First, let the defendant take the stand. Defendant, state your name and occupation. My name is Sho Toromaru. I am the avatar of the god Bishamoten. I fear there is no such occupation. I have been gathering faith as a deputy of Bishamoten, and I have always accomplished this duty loyally. If you insist, then I will let the matter rest. Time is precious, I suppose. Allow me to confirm. Do you deny the charges? I am innocent. I swear it on the name of Bishamoten. I did not expect you to go so far. The defendant does not seem to understand her situation. She is swearing on the name of the god she serves. I won't allow you to make light of that. There's no need to get so heated. You misunderstood me. The defendant had gotten quite drunk last night, so she may very well not remember her own actions. Could it be? Sho, stay calm. She's trying to unnerve you. I knew this was going to be tough, but still. Your Honor, may I call on the witness now? Yes, the witness for the prosecution may take the stand. Now, there's only one person it could be. Huh? Why is it Komachi? Her name didn't come up at all during the investigation. Nope, they're huge. They're still huge. I don't know why they're huge. Her name didn't come up. Okay, this looks bad. First of all, state your name and occupation. Komachi Onizuka. I pilot a ferry on the Sanza River. Wait, you're the witness? I am still employed, right, Lady Aki? You are to call me Your Honor when we are in court. I just wanted to tell you the witness ain't here yet. Then say that to begin with. Oh, okay. Let us know when the witness arrives. Yeah. Komachi keeps showing up on the stand, and then I got my expectations were subverted there. And give proper responses. You are a court bailiff when these trials are ongoing. Your behavior is entirely inappropriate, and it looks like it was just a misunderstanding. It was bound to happen if you just walk up to the stand like that. She's always making trouble for others. Oh, the witness came in just now. I'll let her into the court. Please do. Who's the witness? Oh, of course. Why were you not here already, Reimu? So it is Reimu, as expected. Well, she's the only witness, so it couldn't be anyone else. Don't let your guard down. Something's off with her today. Witness, state your name and occupation. I've gone through this before. Can't we skip past that? Everybody already knows who I am. Wow, humble much. This is an important part of the trial procedures. And I think we went through this before as well. Reimu Hakude, the Hakude Shrine Maiden. There. Could you not have said this from the beginning? Oh, shut up already. I hate being told what to do. That's our Reimu. Now then, can you testify as to what you saw this morning? Finally, make sure you pay attention. Give me that knuckle sandwich, 5-finger discount. Chat, what does a 5-finger discount on a knuckle sandwich look like? Is that what you call a clothesline? Huh. Alright, my brain is mush. You can tell that I woke up 12 hours ago. Bedtime is soon for me. I ran into the culprit just after the godstone was destroyed. I'd gotten up to dawn to clean up the shrine grounds after the banquet, so I was right there at the scene. I couldn't see exactly what the culprit was doing since it was foggy, but she fled as soon as she spotted me, so I pursued her. She panicked and flew away, leaving only her tiger-striped cloth. And this cloth is that tiger yokai's property. Sakuya checked it out herself, so there's no doubt. That was blunt. Very straightforward. It's hard to argue with. What will you do? Perhaps you should spare us a cross-examination and give up now? Why would you? Who would ever do that? I won't give up without even trying. Well, try as hard as you like. That tone always makes me angry. She's trying to get under your skin. Don't let her. The mystery of giant emotes is unknown. Some of us can see it, some of us can't see it. Why does Patchy have a blush in that? Is it because you get right up in her face? Guess she's a shy girl after all, even though she's got incredible levels of sass in her small, frail body, huh? It's a Twitch issue. I guess, but it's only affecting half of us, right? It's weird. And you're certain the godstone was broken then? Yeah, there was a loud crash. I mentioned it was outside, right? So there's no way I wouldn't hear it. Sho told us that the stone was already shattered when she arrived at the shrine this morning. And that was before you heard anything. Do you have any proof of this? Huh? No, but if your argument is based solely on the defendant's claims, then it has no value. Yeah, what she said. When did these two start getting along so well? I'd gotten up at dawn to clean up the shrine grounds after the banquet, so I was right there at the scene. Well, I can see it in both my browser and in OBS, so I don't know what's going on there. Like, the fact, I saw it on OBS, and that's why I went and checked the dashboard, and I'm on Chrome, but it happened in both of them. I was like, what? I was so confused, because I just got 3 clap emojis from DDD, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, how did he get giant clap emojis? Took up the entire chat. Moved the whole thing next chat box. You were alone then. You gonna make me repeat myself. I cleaned up everything on my own. That was the big clap. Move it along. I cleaned up everything all on my own, and I didn't enjoy it one bit. Oh, hold on. There we go. Phew. Probably should have left that alone. Base boosted. I guess there was Suika, but she was off hanging the laundry to dry, and it took a while. Anyways, you heard that loud noise then? Yes, and when I rushed to the scene, I saw. I couldn't see exactly what the culprit was doing since it was foggy, but she fled as soon as she spotted me, so I pursued her. And you couldn't see the defendant clearly because of the fog. How can you be so certain it was her? In the moment, I didn't know who it was. I didn't even understand what had happened. You didn't attack them. You have some weird ideas about me. They are pure, honest, and impartial ideas. Lawyers are not to lie in court. Where did that come from? That's completely irrelevant. She panicked and flew away, leaving only her tiger-striped cloth. You didn't keep chasing after her? You can fly too, can't you? Obviously. I could have flown after her, but I didn't feel I had to. But that was when you got a hold of that cloth. That's right. Then there's a contradiction in your testimony. No one has ever claimed that this cloth was directly taken by the victim from the defendant. There, I saved us some time. She cut ahead of me. Let's look for a more fatal flaw. I'm sure there's one. And this cloth is that tiger yokai's property. Sakuya checked it out herself, there's no doubt. I think I know where the issue lies, but I'm a little brain mushed right now, so give me a moment. Allow me to make sure. There's no doubt this belongs to Sho. Are you gonna say Sakuya made a mistake? No, it's just... Could be someone else's cloth. Oh, I don't do this. Sakuya carried out a proper investigation. The defendant is the only person against Sakuya to own this kind of cloth. Like I thought, that was pointless. Let's just try another approach. This is bad. I can't latch on to anything. You're not gonna give up from the beginning, are you? Let's just look over from the whole testimony again. Again? Reimu must have messed up somewhere. Let's just try it. I'll give it a shot, but is it really gonna work? Yeah, I think I know where it is. I think think it was line 2, line 3. Since it was foggy, right? But we know that Sho visited the shrine when it wasn't foggy anymore. How do I do that? We open at dawn through a lavish ceremony and Sho open in the morning as usual. Shit. Reimu even dispersed the morning fog so they could dry it properly. They got started right at the crack of dawn. It was foggy, but I don't remember which evidence stated that she went there when the sun was up. Shows as we start, I guess the box? No, it wasn't the box. No matter how I look at it, it's an obvious contradiction. Objection overruled. That didn't impress anyone. I know what to present on, but I don't know what to present. She went to get it back, found it broke. She broke it later. Okay, it was actually her laundry. But my idea was correct. I just didn't know what to present there. Reimu, there's a huge problem with your testimony. Then just tell me what it is. You said something in your testimony earlier. I'd gotten up at dawn to clean up, I think. Right, I waited for the sun to start rising. And you had Suika take care of your laundry. Yeah, I had her get up at dawn too. And at that time, you ordered Suika to clear the fog, didn't you? So why is it you couldn't see the culprit clearly later? Wait a second. I just didn't remember. Let me testify again. There's no need to panic. Just testify properly. The way Reimu's acting, it's weird. She's been acting weird all day, but I don't know why. She's in cahoots. Show the stone splitter. It's true that there was no fog, but I still don't see the culprit's face. But there's no doubt that godstone was destroyed while I was cleaning up after the banquet. I know that because of the loud crash I heard. It was the sound of something big being smashed to pieces. I don't know how else to describe it. When I rushed there, I saw that tiger running away, and she was holding that spear of hers. She shattered the godstone with one swing of her spear. We just made her testimony less vague. But there's no way she's telling the truth. It's completely different from what Sho told us. That's true. She wouldn't bring a spear to the shrine just to pick up a lost item, right? If she did, let's ask Sho. Sho, allow me to make sure, when you went to the shrine, you didn't have your spear with you, did you? Of course I did. Eh? The spear is one of Bishamoten's symbols. It may also use Danmaku, but that spear is I may also use Danmaku, but that spear is my weapon of choice. No, then, do you really bring that spear everywhere? I must always be ready for battle. So it appears the witness spoke the truth. Why would you doubt that? I wouldn't ever lie. She's back on her feet now. You're telling me Sho just walks around with her spear at all times? Does she sleep with it? Keep it under her pillow? By her bedside? It's true there was no fog, but it's true that there was no fog, but I still didn't see the culprit's face. Okay. So you can't say for certain it was Sho. Oh no, I can. Anyone could tell at a glance it was her. I'd know that gaudy outfit anywhere. It could have been someone in disguise. Then who was it? Yuka Kazumi, of course. You know, someone. Please spare us your baseless inferences. You're the one treating Sho like a criminal because of baseless inferences. There's no doubt the godstone was destroyed while I was cleaning up after the banquet. Many people came to that banquet. Couldn't the stone have been broken then? But someone would have noticed earlier. I made it a point of putting a torch there to light it up. A torch? I don't remember seeing that at the scene. You didn't check on the godstone that night? I had my hands full taking care of all you drunkards. Drunkards? Drunkards. Or do you not remember? Well, I haven't been at the party this lively in a while. It's because of this party that I must take on this case. It seems Remy tired herself out, so she won't get out of bed. Come to think of it, you weren't there, Patchy. Defense, we are drifting off topic. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that because of the loud crash. Drunks. Sho told us that sound was made when she touched the already broken godstone. It fell to pieces. You can't prove that, and she's not wrong. I don't think harping on about this will do us any good. But I feel like there's a clue in that. So what kind of sound was it? I was getting to that. It was the sound of something being smashed to pieces. I don't know how else to describe it. And you're sure it was the sound of stone crumbling you heard? Of course I am. It was the sound of the godstone being smashed. But couldn't it have been the sound of something else? Like what? For instance, the sound of a broken godstone falling into pieces? The godstone was broken by that tiger yokai over there, and that's all there is to it. It's like she won't listen to anything we say. But why is she being so stubborn about this? She usually acts like she doesn't care about anything. Well, if it directly harms her competition, I don't think Reimu actually cares if she did it or not. Reimu, you're kind of a scumbag sometimes. You're absolutely sure you saw Sho. How many times are you gonna ask me that? It was the temple's tiger, she even had her spear. There's only one person against Sokyo it could have been. But Sho swears she didn't do it. Reimu, is there any way you could have made a mistake? I never make mistakes. Oh, yep. Object. Aya, without evidence, this won't go anywhere. It'd be a waste of time. But something's wrong here. I just know it. She shattered the godstone with one swing of that spear. There's no way you could break stone with a spear. You're starting to sound more like a prosecutor. But I saw it. A tiger yokai standing before the shattered godstone, spear in hand. Let me put your mind at ease. The defendant is entirely capable of splitting stone with that spear. She said as much in questioning. Sho, is that true? My spear is no ordinary spear. In my hands, it could even cleave a boulder in two. That's not the problem here. Aya, wait. What Miss Sho said just now could be a clue. A clue? The prosecution hasn't noticed anything either. Don't let the opportunity go to waste. I got it. Let me think about it. I'm sure there's a contradiction somewhere. Let's try again. I got it. I got it. My brain. We are developing wrinkles live on stream. She shattered it with one swing. However, what Sho just said, she would have been able to clean that shit right into Vamoose. What the witness said just now, it's plain wrong. What do you mean wrong? She broke the stone with that spear. There's the wrinkles. They're forming. That's right. Split it in one swing. Oh, Patchy realized it. Oh, I think she realized. The issue is that oh my, I hate this fucking word, dude. I can't say it right. Shameimaru. Shameimaru, you tied around the stone. It was your handiwork, wasn't it? Yes, I carried out all the proper rites. And if the spear had been swung clean through that rock, what would have happened to the rope? It'd get cut too, obviously. Yes, the rope tied around the stone would have been cut, but it would have been cut into two clean halves at most. Got her. That was only a figure of speech. The defendant could very well have swung many times. Even if she had, there'd be a new contradiction because Reimu heard a loud noise. It's because Reimu heard a loud noise, and that was the sound of stone crumbling. I'm sure it was, but if that spear had been swung many times, you'd have heard a lot more than that. Wait, I remembered something important. There have been many inconsistencies in your testimony. Normally I would not permit something like this, but as you are the Hakone Shrine Maiden, I will grant you one last chance. With all these issues, we can't trust anything she says. I request that the hearing be suspended. As I have said, the witness will have one last chance to speak. Hopefully this time it will be the whole truth. Favoritism, favoritism. Main character, main character. Come on. This will all be clear, indisputable facts. She's ready. Curvy lasers are easy to dodge? Fuck you! There's no way that's what that actually was in Japanese, and you're playing with me. You're fucking with me. That's what that is. I had a misunderstanding. The culprit must have destroyed the stone with Danmaku. Clear, indisputable facts. Bullshit. It's lies. That's propaganda. Because when I came to her, she suddenly fired Danmaku at me. Naturally, it only grazed me. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Okay, it was your fault. You did do this. God damn it. That's when she tried to fly away. I grabbed hold of the cloth at her waist, but it came loose. That cloth ended up falling to the ground. I was pulling, so I stumbled backwards and she escaped. But thanks to that, we got valuable evidence. Well then, any complaints? I wouldn't call it a complaint, but it's a disaster. This ties the evidence and testimony together, so it's a big deal. Why didn't you say all this from the beginning? I couldn't tell the world a yokai got the better of the Hakurei Shrine Maiden, could I? I suppose. In any case, defense, will you cross-examine? Not only will I cross-examine, I won't stop until I'm satisfied. Then this should be quick. What's that supposed to mean? Curvy lasers are easy to dodge. Oh, there it is. Gonna get her. I had a misunderstanding. The culprit must have destroyed the stone with Danmaku. That's a huge misunderstanding. Shut up, I just didn't want to talk about it. Especially not if it's you who will be hearing it. He's got a point there. What do I have to do with this? You're gonna write about this trial in your paper, right? And I can imagine what you'll write about me now. I'm always utterly fair and impartial. I don't believe that for a second. Because when I came at her, she suddenly fired Danmaku at me. Hold it, please. Wouldn't that mean you saw her face then? Hey, I wasn't looking at her. I had to focus on dodging. That's not like you. You're always ruthless. I mean, cool and composed. What was that? No, it was nothing. Naturally, it only grazed me. All of it only grazed you. That doesn't sound right. No, that sounds pretty accurate. What are you talking about? Weren't you way too close for that? I'm the fastest in Gensokyo, but I'd have a hard time dodging show stuff at close range. You should know not to underestimate me. I'm just better than you. Alright. But I just got Twitch chatted in court. The witness said it grazed her, so it grazed her. End of discussion. I don't believe it. Then, when she tried to fly away, I grabbed hold of her waist and it came loose. How did you graze a laser point blank? That's impossible. Even I couldn't do it. Well, rip you, but I'm built different. That's what happened here. In the court of law. Is that really what happened? Well, I was surprised too. But thanks to that, I got evidence. So then, what ended up happening to the cloth? How do you graze a curvy laser? Curvy lasers are the laser. They're the bullet that you're grazing until you're hit. You're grazing them all well and good, and suddenly they hit you, and you're like, ah, good. You see, that cloth ended up falling to the ground. And then you pick it up. That's right, so you satisfied now? Not at all, I'm not convinced. If that doesn't convince you, then what will? I would like to know that as well. She saw the defendant standing before the broken stone, And the defendant even left some of her clothing behind. How do you intend to overturn this? It can't be overturned to begin with. Why do I have to take them both on at once? I was pulling, so I stumbled backwards and she escaped. Thanks to that, we got valuable evidence. That really isn't like you, Reimu. Hey, even I can make mistakes sometimes. Well, I guess every single part of her testimony is contradictory now. At least she's consistent. I agree, Reimu was lying all along, wasn't she? But why is she doing it? Let's focus on her testimony right now. We can figure this out later. Nothing yet. I have to try again. I had a misunderstanding. The culprit must have destroyed... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I missed something here. Clearly. Fired Danmaku, only grazed me. When she tried to fly away, I grabbed hold of the clothes, came loose. The cloth ended up falling to the ground. I was pulling and stumbled backwards. She escaped. We got valuable evidence. Nothing yet. Have to try again. Okay, the fact that she said nothing yet, I have to try again, means I probably have to press everything. I'm assuming that anyway. That is a huge misunderstanding. Shut up. All right, let's get her going here. I can mouse wheel, but I'm scared I'm gonna skip something. Thank you, Life, for gifting a sub. That's 49 more until you know what. Won't that be fun? Turn that into a whole 12-hour stream, why don't we? I'll try to do it all in one go. That would be whack. Maybe I could. 70 stars in one stream? I might die. Hold it, please. Wouldn't that mean you saw her face? At 400 subs, I'm going to do a 70-star run of Chaos Mario 2.0. And at 450 subs, I'm going to turn it into a 120-star run. Thank you for the 4 gifted subs, 82. 45 more, yep. Also, we get another emote at 400 as well. So I figured I might as well do some incentives for them because we just got a new emote today with 350. So yeah, if I get 400, I'll do a 70-star. I'll do a 70-star Chaos Mario 2.0, and if I get a 450, I'll turn it into a 120-star. So that's the plan for that. That's your incentive. September is still on for 20 days. 21 days, and my birthday is also coming up, so you know, consider, I suppose. I don't like the way I said that, but you know, just if you can and you want to, then by all means, but don't stress over it. Hey, I wasn't looking at her. I had to focus on dodging. It won't be a new emote, but I do have a new slot. I do have a new slot available, so I will put an emote on Frankerface back to the main slot. Probably the Jinx one. Do you have any birthday plans? No, not really. Probably just Mario Party with the brothers. Andrew's birthday is on Monday, and I have no idea what we're doing for that either. Nothing. It was nothing. Naturally, it only grazed me. Cheating. Graze, cheating. When you way too close. I cheated. I can't put Tenshi Yamero as a main emote because it's not one that I commissioned. It's one that is cropped from a different artist, and I don't want to make paid emotes. I don't think it's a good idea, nor is it right to make paid emotes be stolen artwork like that. So that's why I pay for my emotes. Giant eyeballs. Gardic phone. I don't know about that. I'll play those again. Remember those emotes, Mel. Remember them. They're a little wacky right now. Just be careful. They take up a third of the chat alone. I can't see anything through them. The witness said it grazed her. End of discussion. I don't believe it. Then she tried to fly away, grab hold of her clothes, the waist, but it came loose. It's alright. No harm, no foul. Surprise tooth. I got evidence. It's just getting deleted so I can actually see the chat. That's all. Because like if it happens too much, then I actually just go fucking blind. And then you picked it up. That's right. You satisfied? No, I'm not convinced. What if it doesn't convince you? Would like to know that as well. She saw the defendant standing before the broken stone. The defendant even left some of her clothing behind. How do you intend to overturn this? It can't be overturned to begin with. Why do I have to take the bolt on at once? I think I'm missing something here. I really didn't like you, Reimu. Even I can make a mistake sometimes. But she was perfect. Guess every single part of her testimony is contradictory now. At least she's consistent. I agree. Reimu was lying all along, wasn't she? But why is she doing it? Let's focus on her testimony right now. We can figure this out later. Nothing yet. I have to try again. What? I'm clearly missing something here. Okay, let me review the facts. Piece of cloth like the show wears around her waist. Having forgotten at Hakude Shrine, she went to get it back and found the broken godstone, then she broke it further. Shattered, tied around, torn to pieces, muddy. That doesn't have anything to do with it. One of the medicine boxes, one package shows some missing. It was restocked just for the banquet. Immediate relief guaranteed. Only opened at dawn in the elaborate ceremony. Show up at the more usual. Sanae also questioned her about it. Saga that Sanae brought to the banquet, found on the ground a little ways from the crime scene. Yokai. Okay, so it's probably related to this, but I don't know where to use it. Fire Danmaku only grazed me. Oh wait, no, I know it. I got it. I got it. Also, some of the text, because there's no way she pulled the cloth off because Sho went there in the first place to get the cloth back. Or I guess not. Or I guess not. She escaped thanks to Valley evidence. The cloth ended up falling to the ground. Okay, well it was okay, I got it. I figured it out. I'm good. Take away one wrinkle. You get one wrinkle, you lose two, that's all. Reimu, have a look at this. The ground where the cloth would have fallen was muddy, and yet there's not a single stain on that cloth. That's an obvious contradiction. That's... Reimu, why are you lying? That is truly strange. At this point, I fear we must reassess the entire case. There is another contradiction to discuss, and by that I mean how Reimu grazed everything. The godstone was destroyed by Danmaku. How did Reimu graze everything? No, that's not it. No, that's definitely it. Fine, the culprit flew away. No. The godstone was destroyed by Danmaku. No, I want to know how Reimu grazed everything. It's about how Reimu claims Sho destroyed the stone with Danmaku. I do not see the issue. The suspect's Danmaku would have been up to the task. No, that's not the problem here. It's the same contradiction as before. That is, how Reimu only heard a single crash. If Danmaku had been used, she'd definitely hear multiple impacts, and yet she only heard one. That issue is yet to be resolved. This hearing has taken a strange turn. I had wanted to believe in the integrity of the Hakude Shrine Maiden. But as things stand... Wait! I have more testimony to give. I will not allow it. Everything you have said so far has proven untrustworthy. You can say whatever you want. I don't need your permission to talk. Damn! Reimu, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? Get off the stand. Sho's dirty secret. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but the tiger was dead drunk when she came to my shrine, even though it was early morning. And she broke the godstone with her bare hands in her drunken stupor. When I tried to catch her, she went berserk and she ended up running away, leaving her cloth behind. Oh, Reimu, what are you doing? Speaking of contradictions, they just keep piling up. Well, this seems somewhat credible. What is your opinion, defense? I don't even need to cross-examine. I can prove she's lying right now. If you've got proof, then show it already. Right, I would love to see that evidence. Why isn't Patchy worried at all? It'll really be over once I smash this testimony. Maybe she's just acting tough. That must be it. Anyways, I just have to prove her wrong. Well, I mean, it's obviously the medicine box. This is one of the medicine boxes distributed by Ante, is it not? So it is. This is the defendant's box from Myoden Temple. I had inspected at Aente. And a packet of sobering medicine had been used up. It was replenished the day before, so there's no doubt. In other words, the defendant would have been sober thanks to this medicine. That's the only possible conclusion. I am not so certain, but still. When you consider the witness's other testimony, I am inclined to believe you. Wait a minute. You're saying you don't believe me? I truly want to believe you were not lying, but your testimony so far has been full of inconsistencies. It's over, isn't it, Aya? Well, we managed to stall the trial, at least. For today... What? Huh? No way. What the... I did not think you'd use a box of over-the-counter pills as evidence, but it seems I overestimated you, because this medicine wouldn't have done the defendant any good. And you think I'll just accept that? This is an important fact we've established. Though through shoddy research, did you not look into the beast stream sake that was left at the scene? Well... Beast stream is no ordinary sake. Its effect on yokai would not have been dispelled by such common medicine. Eren Yakokoro confirmed as much with me. Ha! So who's pure and honest now? It's a good thing I saved the best for last. There are some dubious points, but if the defendant was drunk, these events would make some sense. How did things turn out like this? Aya, we can't give up yet. We still have evidence we can count on. What now? We just have to show Miss Sho couldn't have been drunk when Reimu saw her. It shouldn't be too hard. So we'll have to present... Now the verdict. Wait, this trial isn't over yet. Do you have proper evidence? I do. Sho couldn't have been drunk this morning. Show them the box and... Isn't this a chest? What about it? This chest is a treasure of Myoden Temple with only the defendant can open through a complex ceremony, and she did so this morning as is her duty. Therefore, Sho couldn't have been drunk when this chest was opened. Then please explain to me how she did sober up. That's... I don't know. You don't have to be this honest. We can't afford to back down here, but I can't come up with anything. If you cannot explain why it is the defendant wasn't drunk, I will have to. Sho opened this chest before going to the shrine, so Reimu's testimony has to be a lie. Don't you call me a liar. It was obvious that Tiger was drunk. Is that the truth? So you're still doubting me. Oh, I know. She just opened the chest after coming back from the shrine. After all, the incident happened as soon as the fog cleared up. In that case, there would be no contradictions. She must have opened the chest after having had time to sober up. Yeah, so the tiger could have been drunk when she came to my shrine. Then the defense's evidence does not pass muster. Then there's no need to continue this trial in this case. I've discovered translating this that don't you insert value item here. It's pretty much Reimu's catchphrase. She's got sass. I will now. There is no issue with my evidence. It proves events couldn't have transpired as the witness claims. Well, I'd love to see it then. But I know you don't have anything. Merely a bluff, isn't it? I will give you one more chance to make your case. If you cannot, I will hand down my verdict. Understood? Before I do, let me confirm with Reimu. You claim that Sho must have opened the chest after going to your shrine. That's what you said, right? And that would have been after the fog lifted. You stand by that? I'm sure of it. Why are you asking? Because it's impossible. And you're gonna prove that. I will, by linking two pieces of evidence together. This proves Reimu's claim couldn't have be right. I don't know. Along with the box. This is it. This is just, what is this? The first matter is when the fog lifted. The laundry makes it clear. so you could use her powers to clear the fog so the laundry could be dried properly. And that was right at the crack of dawn. Indeed, Oni can be trusted to tell the truth. Glad to hear it. And next we have the chest of Bishamoten, which shows what Sho was doing then. Sho was the only person who could have opened this chest today. And the ceremony that opens this chest could only be done at dawn. So, what's the problem? I'll get to the point. If this chest is open now, then Sho couldn't have been at your shrine at dawn. That appears to be the case. The witness's testimony was proven wrong yet again. That's not... Seeing as neither side's case is complete, the trial will have to be prolonged. Prosecution, look for further witnesses. We will start the investigation over. Looks like we managed to survive. It's all your fault. Reimu? Court is now adjourned. Caught her lying 4 times. Not even the scroll wheel gets through this dude. Reimu will tell the truth this time. That's copium. That was even tougher than usual. And we're just back to the drawing board. We still have no idea what really happened to the godstone. If we don't find that out, there's nothing we can do. Shall I be released now? Sho, I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait another day. I do not wish to be confined like this any longer. I'm doing everything I can, I promise. It seems my escort is here. I will return to my cell. There she goes. She looks so pitiful like this. Doesn't say that... Don't say that like there's nothing to be done about it. It's still Reimu I'm the most worried about. Just what was she trying to do, lying like this? In the end, everything she said was lies. I wonder if she's being lectured by the judge right now. You are far too self-serving. It is simply inexcusable to lie in court. I wasn't lying. It's all the lawyer's fault. Well, that answers that question. To be continued. Well, chat, I got an hour and 20 minutes to 10 o'clock, and usually the second investigation doesn't take that long, so we'll do it. We're playing the feud. Let's finish this motherfucker. And so the Hakude banquet was an outstanding social event, the likes of which had not been seen in a long time, period, and done. Good morning, Aya. Oh, are you reviewing the events of the case already? You're very eager today. Oh, no, I was just a bit of escapism. You're a defense attorney today, so you think of arguments, not articles. No matter how much I think about it, I don't understand, so let me have this. Please just make me some tea for now. Yes, yes. Do you want something to go with your tea? Some bean stuffed rice cakes. Just remember we don't have a lot of time to relax. The trial starts early today. I know, but it's unusual for a case to still be so obscure at this point. Well, we had to spend all yesterday disproving Reimu's testimony. We found some interesting things, but nothing concrete. There are 2 main mysteries here. Talk to me. When was it broken? We have no idea, do we? But if Miss Kane told the truth, it was fine at the start of the banquet. Kane had looked at it herself, so we can trust that. And according to Sho, the godstone was already broken when she went to the shrine next morning. So it happened sometime during the banquet. But we don't know what might have gone to the godstone. Aside from Kane and Moko, that is. Well, we can look into that today. Unfortunately, you are joining right at the middle point of the second case, so this is probably going to be a little confusing. I apologize for that, but I am going to finish this tonight, so I will be continuing here. If only I paid more attention when I was there myself. I wonder why Reimu was so invested in this trial. Setting aside that time she was the defendant, she never cared about the trials before. And this time, the only thing that happened was a rock got smashed. That must mean the God of Stone was really valuable. We should make sure if we can, but it just looks like a rock that popped up in an empty field. I'm getting worried we'll be caught unprepared again. Huh? Why? It's just a feeling I have. Let's hope it turns out to be nothing. Alright, let's take a look around. First, the cell. 9:23, Scarlet Double Mansion. God, imagine getting up at 9:23 in the morning and having to do lawyer things. That sounds brutal. I'm glad to see you again. Waiting here is rather tedious. I could imagine. Have you had any visitors? It seems they will not allow it. Still, I am the accused, so it is to be expected. Now, have you brought it? What? I told you as much yesterday. I wish to have green tea with rice cakes. Well, you did mention it, but I didn't think... I had hoped you would understand my plight. Did you not bring any? I didn't think you'd go on a rampage like Reimu would, so... I shall not rampage, but I must insist. Please keep your promise. She's not Reimu, but she's still a pain in her own way. Leaving that aside, I'd like to discuss the case. Please do not forget again, all that is served here is unpalatable Western food. Borgar. We understand we'll bring over some later, but please don't make that face. I will hold you to your word. Only you don't put words in my mouth. We don't have much time today, we'll just get some later. Sho is sick of McDonald's. Sick of it. As I told you yesterday, I was invited to drink by Sanae and parted ways with her companions, and Moko joined you two. Yes, it was our first meeting. She seemed more... That's not a real word. What the fuck is that word? Gregarious? Gregarious. Meaning. Fond of company, sociable.
Gregarious.
Gregarious. She seemed more gregarious than I'd heard, and we spent the night sharing stories and sake. Yeah, guess who did not know that was a real word? Alright. But the sake you were drinking, it was made to have a powerful effect on yokai like you, right, Sho? That is true. I lost consciousness before I knew it, and when I came to, I was lying down in my underwear. Where were you then? Somewhere behind the Hakude Shrine, where the forest begins. I was under a large tree. That's quite a ways away from the party ground. How did you even get there? I do not remember at all. I must have wandered there in a stupor. People don't usually go behind the shrine. I don't think anyone saw you like this. And what about your friends from the temple? It seems that they thought I had gone home on my own. They were quite surprised when I ran in just before dawn. And that was when I realized I was missing my cloth. Because they asked you what had happened to it, I assume. Yes, as it was the time to open the chest of Bishamoten, I cleaned myself up. She took care of my tasks, then returned to the Hakude Shrine. But the medicine shouldn't have worked. How did you sober up? A traditional method. I drenched myself in well water, then bashed my head against a wall repeatedly. Chat? Can anyone confirm? Can you do that? Something tells me that would amount in a different problem. That's not a solution to a problem. It's a creation of a whole new one. And your priest didn't think that this was worth mentioning? She is a very merciful soul. Maybe too merciful. It would have been nice to know about this yesterday. At any rate, I found my tiger stripe cloth at the back of the shrine, but it was quite a distance from where I was sleeping. The rest of my clothes were just strewn around me. A very traditional method of recovering from a hangover. If you give your head a new problem to worry about, it will forget that it is hungover. Is that how it works? Is that the idea? You know, if my arm hurts and I punch myself in the leg and my leg hurts, then my arm no longer hurts, right? Because now my leg hurts, and so I don't think of my arm, right? That's the method we're using here, because I'm pretty sure in actuality it just means now my arm and my leg hurts. All right, let's see. Where am I? It's quite a distance where I was sleeping. The rest of my clothes are strewn around me. That must be why you forgot it. Yes, I may have been drunk, but I was still careless. Wait, there were crumbs on it. It smelled of squid, but I do not recall eating anything like that. I don't remember squid being served at the banquet. Me neither. Something's off. I should take notes. Notes on the tiger stripe cloth are rewritten. There were crumbs of squid on the fabric. Squidward. Any thoughts? Well, I had know that Korindo had a bottle of the beast stream sake Sanae brought to the banquet. The truth is everything there. Of course, Korindo. But they won't ever sell you anything valuable. I had heard that as well. So if Sanae managed to buy it, that is quite impressive. It seems the shopkeeper boasted that bottle was the only one of its kind against Sokyo. That's strange. Minosuke usually won't part with anything unique. But we have the empty bottle right here, so Sanae got hold of it one way or another. I'm curious now. We'll have to pay Korindo a visit. Yep. Sanae got it from Korindo, which means I have to go talk to the man, the myth, the legend, the superstar himself. Here we are. Oh, you haven't changed a bit, have you? Come on in. Oh, it's you two again. What's that again for? You visit often but never buy anything. In fact, you won't even look at the merchandise. We never have time for that, so it can't be helped. It's not like you'll sell anything worthwhile anyway. Obviously, you cannot buy anything that is not up for sale. Those are part of my collection. How do you stay in business? So, did you come to complain about how I run my shop, or did you have some other reason? I'll get to it in a minute. Talk to me about the incident. Yes, I read about it in the papers yesterday. A tiger yokai went on a rampage and destroyed a godstone. That's not true at all. To begin with, Sho is innocent. But it was written she'd done it. I don't believe everything you read in the papers. Unless I wrote it. Always trust the Boom Boom Matter News to publish only the truth. Every Tengu says the same thing, for instance. Let's talk about this some other time, please. Do you really not know anything about this incident? All I know is that I've read in the papers, but I'll definitely go to hearing it today. Do you think Ryunosuke even really has bills to pay? I mean, he probably built his own place, right? Like, what does he need? What does he need to cover bills? I think he's doing pretty well on his own right now. What brought this on? You usually just sit at home. It might make for an interesting entry in my diaries. In fact, I try to get a seat in the gallery whenever I can. I never noticed. He needs food. You know, I forgot that he has to eat. Legitimately forgot that he had to eat food. That he was a person that needed to eat to survive. Oh yes, the Moria Shrine Maiden did visit recently. She wanted to ask about rare sake. And the treasures of Myoden Temple for some reason. Sanae asked that. She asked about the chest of Bishamoten in particular. But I had never seen it myself, so I had little to tell her. Why would Sanae care about that? She seemed to be interested in the chest's contents, and she insisted that there's no doubt that Myoden Temple has it. She gets more suspicious by the second. But that would explain why she was with Sho that night. Sho told us it was Sanae who approached her, right? And she shared that bottle with her. Is that everything? Well, obviously I gotta show him the bottle. Oh, this? Yes, this came from my shop, though it's out of stock right now. Weren't you saying it was the only one against Sokyo? It's rare to be short, but I could always get more. I only had one bottle, so it is unique in that sense, but I'd still put it up for sale. And Sanae brought this from you? No, not quite, but it was gone after her visit, so she must have taken it then. Wait, so she stole it? Did you tell the police about this? Do not be ridiculous. She merely forgot to tell me she was buying it. I already put it on her tab. Oh, chat. There you go. There's some primo copium. She just forgot to buy it. She only forgot. That's all. She's gonna pay for it later. She'll pay for it later. Well, if you're fine with that, still, do you have a way to make sure she pays? I am certain she'll remember at some point. How do you stay in business? I'll just update my notes for now. The notes on the Beast Dream Sake were rewritten. It seems Sanae stole it from Korindo. Yep. She sure did, didn't she? It's on her tab, though. Don't worry. She'll pay for it eventually. Akure Shrine Grounds. Reimu, it looks like she's in an even worse mood than before. There gotta be a limit on tabs, right? You can't just put it on your tab indefinitely. There's gotta be a limit to that shit. I don't think I've ever taken a tab out before, ever, because I don't even know what you're supposed to, like, use them at. Where do you pick up a tab at? Don't you need a reputation for that? And then actually be able to pay for it? I don't know. Reimu looks like she's in an even worse mood than before. Miss Suika's talking to her, but it doesn't look like she's answering. Just know what she's going to say. Shut up, I'm in a great mood right now. Do you know what I went through because of that Tengu? I got yelled at by the Yama on top of everything else. Well, that's your own fault, Reimu. If you don't shut up now, I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, it's been a while since we had a go. I'll take you on. You really think you can beat me? We won't know until we try. But don't worry, I'll take it easy on you like usual. So, who you fighting? Oh, Reimu and Miss Suika. I didn't see you there. That's convenient. I had a few things to ask you. Don't act out of people's fantasies all on your own. You look like you're in a great mood. She's been like this since she came home yesterday. What the hell happened? It'd probably take too long to explain. I like how Suika just seems to live here right now. Like, she's just a permanent resident of the shrine, I guess. She lives here. This is her house now. Probably take too long to explain. Miss Suika, excuse us, but we're in a rush today. Can we talk about this later? What? The trial's not done yet? If we were done, I'd be home writing right now. Check out her profile. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I was waiting for all the characters to be revealed. My Wolf Tengu assistant's so helpful and adorable, I wouldn't ever let her go. Sometimes I get the urge to pet her ears. Well, Aya is only honest in her notebook, I suppose. The defendant, a tiger yokai who acts as an avatar of the god Bishamoten, but when she gets drunk, she's just an ordinary tiger. The plaintiff never seems interested in the trials before, but she's acting pretty intense this time. Is she still mad no one stayed behind to help her clean up the banquet? An Oni who somehow became Reimu's tenant. Terrifyingly strong, but she still listens to everything her landlord says. Well, there you go. Chief Maid Detective of the Scarlet Level Mansion feels like we're always meeting at crime scenes lately. I wonder who takes care of her main job during investigations. The head priest of Myodan Temple, somehow she reminds me of a certain ghost princess. No one is that innocent, right? The yokai rabbit with a name that's way too long. She works hard delivering the medicine her master makes every day. A school teacher who lives in the human village. As prim and proper as she is, she still had to leave the Hakude banquet early because of a stomach ache. She is the judge, as always. She can establish right and wrong without fail. You can't be careless around her. Please lend your ear to the defense's pleas. Lend your ear? You mean lend your ear? The prosecutor, she's been driven to the most desperate lengths to end her losing streak, such as going outside. Guess she's the mobile. Great library now. Shinigami court bailiff, I think she's a good person, or Shinigami, but she's prone to slacking and skipping work. The master appraiser, Korindo, the store that doesn't stock what you need, it won't sell you what you want. I heard he also put out a book recently. Investigation. Talk to me, Reimu. It's like I said yesterday. I've got nothing to tell you. You and Sakuya can ask all you like. If I don't know, I don't know. What was that banquet for in the first place? The inconvenience store. True? It was my idea. It's the season for parties! So I got everyone together. And to think an incident would happen then. Doesn't she just have the worst timing? Right when I found the godstone and was about to draw in hordes of worshippers, she decides she wants to have a party with all her yokai friends. Nobody was gonna come worship your stupid rock. That thing looked creepy. And it smelled bad too. Is that the truth? Oh yeah, it was a real eerie rock. Suika. Hey, Oni don't tell lies. But doesn't Reimu insist it was a godstone? If I say it's a godstone, it's a godstone. Got it? If only that worked for me in court. When it was whole, it smelled bad and it looked creepy, so maybe it's a good thing it was destroyed. Alright. Any thoughts? Nothing comes to mind no matter how much you ask. I didn't have anything to tell Sakuya either. What about Kane? Did you tell him about her? What about her? Didn't she just go home early because she had a stomachache? Not a big deal. Ever find out what happened to her? Hey, I didn't serve anything weird. Come to think of it, they mentioned it was probably an appetizer from the party that made Kane sick. Did you prepare all the food you served at the banquet yourself? That's right. Well, some of the guests might have brought food of their own without me knowing. Oh, I see. Wait, why are you questioning me like this anyway? You don't think I broke the godstone myself, do you? That's not possible, because it's a huge loss for me. I never said anything like that. If you want to know more about Kane, go to Aante, but I promise you, my food had nothing to do with it. I understand. I'll look into it later. Aya, do we really have time for that? We should make sure just in case, even if it turns out to be a waste. Alright. I must make like the wind. Ah, God! The butt rock. What do you think the rock looked like when it was whole? We meet again. Sakuya, so you're continuing your investigation? Correct. It seems the godstone truly wasn't destroyed at dawn. So you admit that much. Too many inconsistencies came up to the trial to maintain the crime was committed then. That is Miss Patchoul's conclusion. And so I have been looking into the events of the banquet. A lot happened that night. Have you made any progress? I heard many things, but little was relevant. It doesn't seem like anyone went to the crime scene. So we can't expect any eyewitness testimony. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I can guess what you're going to tell me. But what do you mean by that? Everything will be made clear in court. That is all I can say for now. Chat, you can't just post copium whenever you want. You can't do that. You're breaking the rules. You need to understand the rules of the meme. You can't, if you post it like that, you'll create a dead meme. You can't do that. You have to use it properly. You can't just use it. Don't overdose. Don't overdose. Bro, you want to wake up the next morning, beat your head against the wall like show style? So you're discovering something, but what could it be? Chat will follow the rules. Copium. I may have mentioned it earlier, but not many people took an interest in the godstone. There's no doubt that the group made up the suspect, Miss Sanae and Miss Mocha, were drinking by the side of the shrine in view of it. Several witnesses can attest to that. I saw them too. Come to think of it, they were an odd bunch, so it stuck in my mind. What did that look like then? Well, it looked like Sanae kept pushing drinks on Miss Sho. I can confirm that as well. The suspect was made to drink quite a lot by Miss Sanae. Sanae, and she was the one who brought the Beast Dream bottle. What was she up to? This is all we know of the suspect's actions for now, but I believe it's quite suggestive. I want to find out more, but we're already short on time. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me your secrets. I do not know if it has any bearing on the case, but we did find this. Remember, chat, you have to use copium responsibly and properly. If you use it in the wrong context, you will kill the meme. We're not trying to kill the meme. Don't kill the meme. You gotta use it right. You gotta study your copium. Figure out how to use it. According to Reimu, this was used to illuminate the godstone's surroundings, but for some reason it was concealed in the brush nearby. Concealed? Yes, it escaped notice in yesterday's investigation. Do you think it was hidden intentionally? Personally, I do not believe it could be ended up by accident. With great copium comes great responsibility. Exactly. You gotta know how to use it properly. Do something like this. It definitely couldn't have been Reimu. She could have just put it back in storage. What if if someone hid it, they didn't want people to find it, but why? Banquet torch was out of the court record, hopefully to be elucidated later. A torch Reimu set up to light up the godstone during the banquet. It would have only been the only light source there. So somebody hid it. We can go to the shrine's backyard from here. Do you want to have a look? Sure, there might be clues there. Sakuya will be on her way now. Are you going behind the shrine? There did not seem to be anything there. We'll just have to see for ourselves. Backyard. There's the big tree. According to Sho, she woke up under that big tree over there. It's my first time coming here. I guess this would be Reimu's backyard. Seems so. I haven't been here before either, but this has to be the tree Sho was talking about. No more copium. He's clean. He's clean. He's taken the mask off. He's clean. It's the biggest tree here. Even then, there's a bit of a strange place to go. It's far from both the godstone and the party grounds. There you go. See? There you go, chat. He's clean. He's clean. Chat's cleaning up. They're kicking into the curb. Hey, Momiji? Yes? What is it? Even if you've gotten completely wasted, would you ever sleep in your underwear in a place like this? Don't worry. Withdrawal will be nasty, but you'll make it through there. You'll make it through it. You'll make it through. I was thinking something similar. Do you mean the true culprit might have something to do with it? Then let's have a look around. There might be clues. Right. Well, go ahead. Huh. What about you? I'll stay here and ponder the true culprit's motives. Manual labor is the assistant's job, isn't it? This again? You always leave the dirty work to other people. Just stop complaining and get started already. We have no time to waste. Ugh. Girls are now searching. Aya, what do you think this is? What have you found now? I'll get angry if it's something weird again. You're already angry, aren't you? I'm talking about this. It was under that big tree you were talking about. Under it? What do you mean under it? Bro, what is that? Looks like a snack from the banquet. Wait, this is squid. Sho mentioned there being squid on her tiger striped cloth, didn't she? Well, it was near where Sho would have been sleeping, so that might explain it. Anyways, we need to ask Reimu about this. Time's running short. We can't linger here anymore. The squid scraps were placed in the court record. Dried squid found in the Hakude Shrine backyard. Somehow some of it got on the tiger striped cloth. Okay. You found a snack wrapper. Reimu's just taking her time sweeping, as usual. Even if Miss Suika speaks to her, it looks like she still won't answer. Damn. Can't come up with a skit like this with this time. Did you need something, or did you just want to make fun of me again? I would never do that. There's something I need you to clear up. Here, peep this. Squid scraps. That's not food I prepared for the banquet. Where'd you find it? Somewhere behind your shrine. Huh? Why would there be a squid there? Suika, is this yours? No way. Isn't that the stuff you brought out in the end of the party? Anyway, I didn't have any. Oh, right. I gave this to Moko. Is that true? Yeah, it's true. I saw it. Moko was asking for food, but we were out, so Reimu dug this up for her. So Moko went behind the shrine. Looks like it. Weird, but I know I gave this to Moko right here, in front of the shrine. So it looks like this is evidence. Better take notes. Dried squid. Reimu gave it to Moko at the party grounds in front of the shrine. They were found where she was sleeping. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Ayante. Okay, good. So Miss Eden is here today. Sorry to intrude, but I need to ask a few things. Oh my, I did not expect you to visit us again today. Did Unong not tell you everything you needed to know? There's something I want to confirm, so I wanted to speak with you personally. You seem a bit overworked. If you need a little help, I can prescribe you something. Thank you for your offering, but I'll pass. I've had enough nightmares to last a lifetime. Kept waking up in the middle of the night, too. Chat's gonna suffer withdrawal. What are you talking about? It's an old story. One the Jedi would not tell you. Kanan or illness. Udong told you as much. But it was only food poisoning. It seems there was something she ate at the banquet. Can you be any more specific? Some river fish someone brought, perhaps. Improperly cooked fish would be the most likely cause. River fish? Wait, Notori was there. Oh, I remember now. She brought fish she'd caught. And she tried cooking it in the banquet with a portable grilling machine she made. It seems the cause have been identified. Even a Hakutaku could get sick from eating raw fish. Well, she's a human unless the full moon is out anyway. But it doesn't look like Notori had anything to do with the godstone, so it's just an accident. That's coffee. It's Maiden's cappuccino. No! No, you can't! Looks like it. And yet I still have a bad feeling. It's just orange. Somebody stop him. He's clean. I'm gonna put you in rehab like Cookie Monster. Kane was quite unhappy when I made her examination. It seems that it had been a long time since she last had a chance to drink with Moko. Kane is happy, okay, yeah. I think she told me that herself. Anything else? She had a hard time believing a party snack was the cause. She's aware Hakutaku. She turns into Hakutaku in the full moon, so once a month basically. Her power also increases too. She gains the ability to, I think her ability is she can eat history, and then her ability when she gets when she becomes Were Hakutaku is she gains the ability to create history. So that's quite a substantial buff. Although I don't fully understand what her power entails because Zun doesn't use her as a character for anything. But she does take the time to tie a little ribbon to her horn, which doesn't look that great. But you know what? She takes the time to do it, so good for her. Maybe Moko did it, I don't know. She had a hard time believing a party snack was the cause, and Moko had no idea what had happened to her. Consume history. Yep. So Moko didn't know. Immortal lacks critical information. At the time of the banquet, that is. Kane could not have known the cause for sure before my examination, after all. Well, I'm sure Miss Kane told her afterwards, right? Right. Is that all? Anything else? Give me the medical charts. I said, might I have Kane's diagnosis in writing? Quite a sudden request. Will you truly need this in court? Of course. With a mysterious incident like this one, anything could be evidence. Even so, I must refuse. Why is that? I absolutely need this. But medical charts hold all kinds of personal information. I cannot simply hand them over to you. Miss Eden, I am in charge of Sho Torimaru's defense, and she is definitely innocent. So I have heard. You've been accused of a crime yourself, so you know what it's like to be locked up, even though you did nothing wrong. Right now, Sho is going through the same thing. But these charts are... I am begging you. I understand. I will make a special exception. But show this to no one outside of court. I promise. I hope it'll be useful. Me too. Still, maybe I didn't have to go that far. Hane's diagnosis was carefully inserted in the court record. Hane contracted food poison at the Hakude banquet. It seems fish brought there by Notori was the cause. She began experiencing symptoms just after seeing the godstone. Looks like it's time. Let's go. Are we sure it's gonna? Are we sure it's gonna be all right? Well, we have no idea what the prosecution's up to, so all we can do is hope for the best. All right, we're going right to the case. Yeah, see, the second investigation days take like half the time of the first ones. Here we go. It's so loud and lengthy, dude. Why? Looks like we made it in time. That was close, but at least we have a little time for a strategy meeting. I am Momiji. I have been expecting you. Ah, Sho, how long have you been here? Please give me what you promised. Long have I waited. Promised? Aya, did you promise something? I don't remember anything like that. What was it you say I promised? Green tea and rice cakes. Ah! Did you truly forget? I had been looking forward to it all this time. Hey, it's time to get started. Follow me into court, please. Hamachi, you're just in time. Get tea and cakes. It's an emergency. Huh? Me? Why? The defendant has a medical condition. If she doesn't get tea and cakes soon, she will die. Oh, well, that's not good. If she dies, it'll make more work for me. Well, I'm glad your priorities are... Komachi fly. Alright, leave everything to me. You can see yourselves into court. Thank you so much. Miss Sho, please forgive us. It's not like I'll die without them. What was that all about? We're here. We're in court. It's gotta be green tea. The second day of the trial of Sho Torimaru now begins. Are both the prosecution and defense ready? The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Good. First of all, I was told the prosecution wanted to make a new opening statement. Patchy had her old art. No, she's fine, see? She's got her glow up. Yes, our investigation has turned up new facts, which I will now present to the court. I don't like this at all. So they really still suspect Miss Sho. These facts are as follows. The culprit felt threatened by the sudden enshrinement of the god at the Hakude Shrine. In order to maintain that lead in the struggle for faith, they destroyed the stone using Danmaku during last night's banquet after ensuring that no one was nearby. The extinguished torch delayed the discovery of the crime, and the party went on undisturbed. That is all. And who is this culprit you speak of? Needless to say, it would be the defendant, Sho Torimaru of Myoden Temple. That's not for you to decide. Sho is innocent. Our witnesses and evidence are both in accord. Why don't you listen to them before you start arguing? She's as confident as ever. Is she trying to scare me? Because it's working. Then your witness may take the stand. Whoa, the glow up! Who's that? That is way better than Sanae's previous art. Holy shit, new character. So it is Sanae. That's about what I expected. What's this? What's that about for? It could just as easily have been Moko. Witness, state your name and occupation. Listen to that jazz. Sanae Kochiya. I am the Shrine Maiden of the Moria Shrine. Ooh, that's a stinky trumpet. Ante's physician who seems to excel at anything she sets out to do. Relatedly, I am no longer interested in nightmares. Moria Shrine Maiden much more polite than the other Shrine Maiden, but for some reason I get the feeling they're not actually that different. You hear that? Not that different after all. Her art looks significantly better though. It's really good. I am glad to see you have better manners than yesterday's Shrine Maiden. Shut up! Everyone already knows who I was anyway. Reimu's in the gallery? I've got a bad feeling about this. We still don't know what's wrong with her. Order in the gallery. Anyone who cannot keep quiet will be removed from court. Okay. And there's Renosuke sitting next to her. I wish he'd do something to stop her. You really think he'd ever get involved in this? But Renosuke really did come see the trial. I heard he was the kind to just stay home all day. May you please testify as to what happened on the night of the banquet before we interrupt it again. I'd be happy to. Standing before the godstone. On the night of the banquet, I saw Sho standing before the destroyed godstone and flee the scene. I'd been drinking with her and Moko, but I saw this at a time we'd gotten separated for a bit. When I called out, she fled into the darkness. I tried to chase her, but it was too dark. I lost sight of her quickly. Moko wasn't with me then. She came back later. She'd gone to get more drinks, and she was holding a bottle of Beast Stream sake in her hand. Alright. That is the face of one who knows herself beaten. I mean, to think there was an eyewitness all along. It seemed impossible yesterday, but it appears the defendant truly was the culprit. We're being misled. The real truth is elsewhere. Then I expect to see evidence of this. Right. Surely you have proof of what you claim. Well, I can't actually prove it. Oh, so you'll simply admit it this time. But I will cross-examine. You could have simply said that. Please begin. If Sho is innocent, then there has to be a lie here. Alright. I'm gonna press everything. Here we go! Did you properly see her face, or was her back turned to you? I saw her from the front, there's no doubt. You couldn't have mistaken her for someone else? The witness had already said she saw the defendant. Enough with your leading questions. I don't think that was leading at all. Drinking with her and Moko, saw her time we'd gotten separated for a bit. And why was it that you'd separated? Must I really tell you? Please do. It's to establish how credible your testimony is. Wow, that was a word. I really don't want to say it. She's far too suspicious. So the true culprit was... Is it truly something you cannot tell the court? I can't tell you that I had gone to play cards with Saki and I lost every single round. Yikes. I guess I told you just now. That was why. Yes, yes. So you left them for quite a bit of time then. When I called out, she fled in the darkness. Chad, do you see that? It's looking kind of... His testimony's looking a little... Here it comes. Oh god, he's clicking the mouse. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where is he going? Spitting image. Spitting image. That's her. On the stand right there. When I called out, she fled into the darkness. What did you say to her? Just show? So you were stunned by what you'd seen. Where did you get that cursed artifact? You remember that fishing game I played in the Station Jam? Well, that was one of the pieces in the background that you can see for about 6 frames. So I cropped it, because I was told it was a Mogus, and I didn't believe them, and then it was true. I even posted it on Twitter. And now I have that image on hand, so now I can do this whenever I want. And you can't stop me. You can't stop me. The godstone was all cracked and Sho was standing right in front of it. And she ran away when she heard you. That's right. What happened next? Let me explain. I tried to chase her, but it was too dark. I lost sight of her quickly. Do an emote out of it. I can't do that because it's not mine. I don't have contact with the person who made it, so I'm not gonna just make it an emote. That would be stealing. Which direction did Sho run in? I think it was towards the shrine's backyard. There were no torches that way. It was pitch black. However, that one right there is definitely cropped, so egg on my face, for sure. Big hypocritical moment there, but all we need right now is Sanae Drive. Alright? She's moving, Eurobeat style. The backyard? Was she steady on her feet then? Chat, there hasn't been enough Eurobeat on stream to really utilize that emote, huh? Probably because I don't like Eurobeat very much, so I actively choose not to play it on stream at all. But just in general, a lot of the games... In general, a lot of the games don't really have Eurobeat. No, it's fine. I don't really want it as an emote. I just think it's funny. I just think it's a funny image. I don't really need it as an emote. In fact, it's probably better that chat doesn't get that as an emote. Not very. Then how did you manage to escape you? She vanished into the darkness. I couldn't see a thing, and I couldn't have run into the dusky yokai if I'd chased. That would have been trouble. How did you get Sanae Drive? Because I found the picture, and I thought her expression was hilarious. And like to the whole image, and I had to crop a little bit of it, and I just like, that's now our Eurobeat emote. There you go. She vanished to the darkness. I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't run. Okay, I got it. You can take her, right? Moko wasn't with me then. She came back later. While you were just standing near the godstone. Yes, I had no idea what to do. I don't think she's telling the truth, or am I imagining things? What had Moko been doing then? Oh, She'd gone to get more drinks and she was holding a bottle of beef stream sake in her hand. In that case, she couldn't have gone very, very long. No, she took quite a while, or so I think. I was a bit drunk too, so I can't remember for certain. That's very unclear. Can't you be more precise? She was drunk and had no way to tell the time. Don't be unreasonable. If the witness was drunk, then is this testimony still valid? If you are this stringent? Oh god, no more words. We'll have no witnesses at all. Not one human or yokai at that banquet was sober. That being the case, I will accept the witness's testimony. For now, unless serious issues are found, I wasn't drinking too much. Sho was the one who got carried away. The defendant went on what they call a bender. Wouldn't that explain quite a bit? The situation keeps getting worse and worse. Don't get disheartened. Sanae must have made a mistake somewhere. Nothing to do but start over from the beginning. I'm sure that's a contradiction somewhere. Alright, I got this. I got it. Shows to scene that I've been drinking with Moko, got separated. When I called out, she fled into the darkness, tried to chase her thoughts on sight. Moko wasn't with me, she came back later. She'd gone to get more drinks, she was holding beef sake in her hand. Alright, this. Crumbs of squid on the fabric. Smelled bad, dried properly. Doesn't matter. Found on the ground a little ways at the crime scene. Sanae stole it. Sanae is the one. Yeah, this is Sanae's bottle. Why would Moko have her hands on it? Unfortunately, there's a grave flaw in your testimony. Huh? Where? You claim Moko went to get drinks and came back with a bottle of beef stream sake. But you were the one who brought that sake to the party. I just made a mistake. There was some other sake. Please correct that. Still, this is strange. Only that bottle of beef stream was found where you were partying. Well, I cleaned up the bottle Moko brought after the party. You're really going to say that? That was a lie, you know. You know you cannot make such a claim without evidence to back it up. Of course I do. Here is proof Sanae never cleaned up anything. Where's Reimu's testimony? Where Reimu complains? I don't know. What is this? It's evidence that I have. No, it's not. I was looking for the backup claim. Please settle down. We have more than just evidence we can present, so think of every possibility. What? You can present profiles? Oh no! Oh no! This is new! As Reimu had been telling everyone for 2 days, not a single guest stayed to help clean up after the party. If you'd done anything at all to help, she'd remember. I've never had to do that at all. Please be more mindful of what you say, witness. I'm sorry. I'll testify properly this time. Sanae seems awfully nervous. Yeah, she must be hiding something. So is she actually the culprit? She's been doing a lot of strange things, so it's not impossible. But I still think it doesn't fit somehow. What am I missing? What am I missing? Standing still before the Gensokyo, the godstone. I must have been thinking of a different banquet when I mentioned Moko's bottle. Doesn't change the fact I saw Sho standing before the shattered godstone. Didn't hear the moment the stone was broken. Everyone was making a ruckus on the party grounds, and the night sparrow was singing too. When I called out to Sho, she fled into the darkness. That's all I saw. Nothing changed. It seems that the issue earlier was a mere misunderstanding, so there is no doubt the defendant was seen in front of the shattered godstone. In that case, please hand down your verdict. Very well. You really think I'll let that slide past me? Oh dear, she noticed. Anyone would notice. Aya, please calm down. Sanae's hiding something and we just need to find out what. Let's leave no stone unturned. I know, but this looks bad. Wait, I don't know. I'm too mushed out. My brain's mush, dude. I don't know. Streamer lacks critical information. So you say it was a mistake? was it really all it was? Of course, even gods can make mistakes, living gods even more so. In fact, it feels like gods have been making lots of mistakes lately. You take that back. Well, for instance, defense, save your gossip for outside the courtroom. Excuse me. No matter where they are, news are always on your mind, aren't they? And you always have to get a word in, huh? It doesn't change the fact I saw Sho standing before the shattered godstone. Something is fundamentally wrong here. Sho would have been extremely drunk then, right? I showed her some sake and she drank almost all of it. I didn't think she'd have so much. So Sho wouldn't have been in any state to be walking around. But I definitely saw her there, and she smelled of sake. And you saw her face? Well, now that you mention it. Excuse me, may I add it to my testimony? Very well, I will allow it. Please be mindful of what you say. I couldn't see her face all that well in the darkness, I'll admit. Oh, I'm about to end her whole career. Yeah! Sanae, your testimony, it doesn't make any sense. That can't be. You said you saw Sho standing by the godstone, and that torch would have been lit there at the time. So why is it you say it was dark? That's... the torch had already been knocked over and hidden, so I couldn't see. Wait a minute. What did you just say? I said the torch had already been knocked over. That's a pretty interesting statement, isn't it? That torch had just been found today. How did you know so much about it? It was Miss Patchley who told me. I told you no such thing. Sanae, you were the one who put out that torch, weren't you? And on top of that, you hid it, though I cannot imagine why. I was the one who knocked over and hid that torch, I admit it. This is our chance. We have to press the attack. Right. But why was that torch knocked over to begin with? It must have been... it was needed for something else. It was an accident. It was an eyesore. It was an accident. Sanae, something happened near that godstone, right? And you ended up knocking over that torch, so you hid it because you didn't want anyone to know what really happened that night. Am I wrong? If you won't deny it, I'll assume it was correct. So what was it that you were up to, that you wanted to keep secret? Actually, I have all the evidence I need to show the court. In that case, I would love to see it. Lay your cards on the table, will you? It's a bit worrying that Patchley is still so calm. Well, I guess she's just a cold fish to begin with. This is the root of Sanae's worries. The stone itself? What is this? It's evidence that I have. Whoops. Sanae was after something that night. This is the root of Sanae's worries. What was she after? Right, the box. Right, I forgot she was interested in the box. Is this not the chest you presented as evidence yesterday? That's... You've been taking an interest in this chest Sho knows the secrets of, haven't you, Sanae? And you were together at the banquet. There's no doubt about that, is there? No, that's true. So you heard about that? And it certainly wasn't a coincidence you approached her then. It's extremely obvious you had ulterior motives. In other words, you had a plan. So you're saying the witness premeditated this. If you intend to brand the witness a criminal, surely you have evidence. Indeed, if you have no evidence, I will have to stop you. I do have evidence. Here is proof Sanae was targeting Sho. Well, it's the liquor, right? And what does this prove? You can't tell them. Sanae's losing her cool, so I was right then. Sanae, you got this sake from Kodindo. This stuff has a powerful effect on yokai like Sho. You picked it out specifically to ply her with drinks. So after getting her to drink this, you tried questioning Sho about the chest of Bishamoten. But that was when things got out of hand. Sho still wouldn't tell you anything. So, drunk yourself. Drunk yourself, you got mad, things escalated, you fired Danmaku at her, and the godstone was caught in the crossfire. That's not what happened. So the truth has been revealed. We may not know why the witness sawed up his chest, but the defense's argument is reasonable. I had prepared a verdict, but it seems I must review it. Aya, you did it. Yeah, it's over, but why does this feel so familiar? What? Huh? Prosecution, you have an objection? More than an objection, there is a contradiction in the defense's argument. Oh yeah? Where's the contradiction? The witness could not possibly have been the culprit, because the witness and suspect were nowhere near the godstone when they were drinking. Oh, we forgot about that. The godstone could not have been caught in the crossfire if they were not by it. This is a decisive contradiction. Wait, then how did Sanae end up seeing Sho near the stone? Simplicity itself. The witness had left her seat to play a game of cards with Sakuya and passed by the godstone when she came back. Since Moko had also wandered off, it's not unlikely she lost track of where they'd been sitting. Yes, I'd lost badly to Sakuya and I was out of it. But then the torch? It was me who knocked it over. I ran into it when I tried to go after Sho, so I panicked and hit it. That's how I lost sight of her. And now everything has come neatly together. But really, accusing the witness so cruelly, what were you thinking? Wow, pot meet kettle. Why did it turn out like this? Notes on the banquet torch rewritten. Just after the godstone was destroyed, Sanae knocked it over and hit it. But Sanae still panicked way too much. If we hit there... Oh, there is an explanation for that too. The witness was worried about it being exposed that she stole the Beast Stream bottle from Corindo. I didn't steal it. I just didn't have the money on me, so... I am sorry to interject, but there is no need to worry. I have already put it on your tab. You may pay for it whenever. Is that really fine? The red-white one sitting next to me does the same thing, and her tab makes yours look like nothing. Shut up! You got those books for it, so we're even. Those hardly covered everything, but it's no problem. You can pay me back whenever you feel like it. This is turning into a sideshow. But we still messed up. We forgot something basic and chased after a red herring. However, I have some concerns about this testimony. Huh? If she did not actually see the moment of the crime, I am reluctant to render a verdict solely on the testimony of one drunk witness. At the very least, I would like for someone to corroborate her story. But a second witness would be a bit much. I understand. I will call on my next witness. I will only require a little time. You know who's coming, right? Could it be? The court will go in recess for the time being. You may prepare your witness in the meantime. You know who's coming. No. Type faster. Faster, dude. We're still hanging in there, even if it's by a thread. I didn't even notice either. Everything you were saying seemed right. Well, it wasn't right at all. We completely lost track of events. What will become of me? For a servant of Bishamoten to be punished by the Yama. It won't ever come to that, so keep your head high. No one said it. No one said it. Rehab is going good. I hope that Komachi didn't forget. This show could really use something to cheer her up. Hey, I wouldn't do that. Komachi, did you bring them? It was tough, but I got something for you. This is fine, right? Komachi, this is the Vampire Maid's famous tea and cookies. We need a green tea and rice cakes. Did you? I had a real hard time getting even this. Well, I've got to take care of the witness too later. She managed to escape. What have I done to deserve this? Right back at ya. Wait a minute, Moko's in the gallery for this whole fucking trial, and she knows she's a part of it. Come on down, damn it. Let's not waste any time. The witness may take the stand. And she's in that salmon pink shirt again. God damn it, Moko. Witness, what is your name and occupation? My name's Moko Fujiwara. I guide people to the bamboo forest of the lost. An exemplary answer, even though you will never have to face my judgment. Nothing I can do about that. I'm not gonna be dying. Moko's shirt is a little brown in IN. And then in the fighting games, it's very, very white. It's like a clean white shirt, and a lot of fans, pretty much the majority of fan works give her the white shirt. But I don't know why she's getting the salmon pink here. Still, I think that there are souls I will never judge. Your Honor, now is not the time for personal musings. Yes, pardon me. So it really was Moko. But what would she know? Sanae said she wandered off. Now, may you please testify about what it is you saw? Sure, I get it. Sanae asked me to go get snacks. I saw Sho at the time I was coming back. She looked like she was going somewhere in a hurry. I realized what happened when I went looking for Sanae and found her near the godstone. The godstone was a wreck. Sanae was standing there with a blank look on her face, and that frog clip she puts in her hair was gone. Clip! Clip! It's a hairband! It was a real mess. Sho must have been the one who broke the stone because she ran directly away from it. It's a hairband! Ah! What is this? Don't ask me. You requested another witness, did you not? As you can see, all testimony points to the defendant being the culprit. It was a hairband in Mountain of Faith. It was a hairband in UFO too, wasn't it? That's an exaggeration, and you know it. Have you forgotten how you accused an innocent witness as the true culprit just a moment ago? Yes, keep yourself in check, defense. Oh, come on. This is bullying. It was there, too. Alright, then remind me which is the latest game in the series to come out when this game came out? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. That's right, UFO. That's right. So it's a hairband. TD. She was, no, TD didn't come out yet. Double spoiler definitely did, but 10 Desires isn't out yet. This game came out in 2010. So, Sanae was the one who asked you to go. Yeah, Sho looked half asleep. Sanae wasn't looking so good, so I was the only one who could. Please wait, you said Sho was half asleep? Because she was. In that case, this testimony shows... Hold up. She was just pretending to sleep. Actually, hold on. That is not a hairband there, nope. Moko, bamboo forest guide incapable of dying. That may be why she seems grumpy all the time. Spend the night at the banquet with Sanae and Sho. Can't have to leave. Okay. How'd you know that? Well, I realized she must have been later. That's just rationalizing. She looked like she was going somewhere in a hurry. What did Sho look like at that time? She looked panicked, but she was steady on her legs. Then that's a contradiction. No, it's not. She'd just been pretending to be sleepy and drunk. That's not possible. Sho couldn't have drunk that beast stream sake without getting intoxicated. Different people react to different drinks, drink different ways, so you can't say something like that for sure. It is as the witness says, the defendant was drunk, but she may very well have feigned her condition. Indeed, that is a possibility. I realized what happened when I looked for Sanae and found her near the godstone. Didn't you think it was strange that both of them had wandered off? Well, I was drunk too, so I didn't really think anything weird was happening. But couldn't you have been deliberate? What are you talking about here? Huh? That is... If you can't ask proper questions, I can't give proper answers. She's a bit scary. I hate to admit it, but she is. The godstone was a wreck, Sanae was standing there with the blank look on her face, and the frog clip she puts in her hair was gone. It's a real mess. Sanae had lost her hair clip? I thought she looked off when I saw her, then I realized the frog in her hair was missing. Why was she so stunned? Sanae, that is. Well, she was drunk and she'd witnessed a crime, so that's not that surprising. So you claim Sho was the criminal? Of course, let me explain. Sho must have been the one who broke the stone because she ran directly away from it. That's not nearly enough. That's not up to me or you, but it is the truth. It may be thin, but I believe it is worthwhile testimony and it aligns with the statements of the last witness. True. This all seems logical and coherent. Something's off. I don't know what it is, but something just doesn't make sense. Nothing to do but start over. I'm sure there's a flaw here. Probably the fact that she could see that she was missing her hair clip. That part seems a little too detailed for considering the torch was knocked out. Moko, there's a contradiction in your testimony. No, there isn't. I guess there isn't then. Ugh, she won't let me get a word in. I saw Sanae standing near the broken godstone. That's the truth. If we back down here, we lose. I know. Anyway, the issue is Sanae's frog hair clip. What's the problem with it? Just after the godstone was destroyed, Sanae knocked over the nearby torch and it was put out. So how could you make out a small detail like that? You misunderstood me. Can I start my testimony over? Oh, she's playing. I'm afraid we have no room for mistakes here. Please explain again. That is most likely for the best. Do be more careful this time. I object. No need. I just listened to the testimony. I'm so tired. I told you I'd only seen Sho earlier, but that wasn't right. Sho actually ran into me while she fled. That happened somewhere behind the shrine while I was coming back from getting those snacks. She looked dead drunk and reeked of booze. She ran away without apologizing too. I thought that was weird, and when I went back, I saw the wrecked godstone, so I figured out what happened. This is strange. Miss Moko's being a bit too forceful, isn't she? No, wait, that testimony is just wrong. Oh, you know that already? This is just like what Reimu was doing yesterday. It's not like her to try so hard to convince us. Makes it feel like she has to be lying. So the true culprit is... It's not impossible, but don't make any mistakes this time. Uh-oh. The characters are talking like they know what the answer is, and I don't know what the answer is. Brain, come back. I'd seen Sho earlier, but that wasn't right. Sho actually ran into me while she fled. Happened somewhere behind the shrine while I was coming back from getting those snacks. Let's just press everything for now before I lose track of myself. So why didn't you tell us about this before? Streamer doesn't know. Critical information gone. I just forgot about it. And you conveniently remembered just now. You make it sound like I did it on purpose. Yes, I just remembered about it now. Yeah, right. Sho actually ran into me while she fled. She ran into you. You couldn't avoid her. She just suddenly came out of the darkness, so I couldn't. Was it really that dark? There weren't any torches, and I was a bit drunk too, so I wasn't as alert as I usually am. Where did this happen? Let me tell you. That happened somewhere behind the shrine while I was coming back from getting those snacks. Are you absolutely sure? Of course. It might actually be true. We found those pieces of dried squid back there. So what now? Should I really bring those up? Are you serious about suspecting Miss Moko? She's the only one who could be the culprit now. You were suspecting her just a minute ago too. We don't have hard evidence, so it's tough to say, but... What are you both mumbling about over there? Are you supposed to be questioning me? Yeah. Excuse me, let's continue. She looked her dead drunk and reeked of booze, and she ran away without apologizing too. Which way did she run? Away from the godstone. But I didn't know what had happened then. And you're sure it was Sho you saw? What do you mean? You said you left her. Sho was drunk and asleep by the side of the shrine. That doesn't mean anything. She could have come to after I left them. Or that could have simply been an act. She couldn't have done any of this in her state. These are all valid possibilities. There is no evidence either way. Anyway, I saw Sho and that's the truth. What more proof do you need? I thought that was weird, and when I went back, I saw the wrecked godstone, so I figured out what happened. You didn't hear the sound of it being shattered. I mean, I might have heard it. Did you now? But I couldn't say for sure. I just thought I heard something. So this isn't evidence. I am just answering your questions. Don't care if it's evidence or not. I still saw Sho running away from the godstone, and when I got to the stone, it was broken. That's all I have to say about that. Is that so? Case is almost over, don't worry. I feel like something is wrong here, but I can't tell what. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's been a long hunt, but I think we're almost there. Told you I'd seen Sho, but that wasn't right. Okay, so it seems like it wants me to present the snacks. But I don't think that... Alright, Moko, your actions then simply do not make sense. Oh, my actions don't make sense? Not my testimony? Don't say copium, chat. Don't say it. That's right. If I keep saying the same thing, she'll know where to cut me off. They're getting a little bit crazy. They're unhinged. They're in rehab. Let them be good. Let them be good. What doesn't make sense exactly? Please tell me. I'll be happy too, Moko. I'll be happy to. Moko, you gone to the front of the shrine to get food from Reimu, right? Yeah? What about it? That's exactly the problem. Why did you go around the back side of the shrine afterwards? That is a big-ass teacup. You've been drinking in view of the godstone off to the side of the shrine. Why did you go around back instead of going straight back there? And now you have to delete your own you have to delete yourself. You played yourself. Gun to your head. Sorry, my guy. It's game over. Can you even delete your own messages when you're a mod? I actually don't know if you can. You've been drinking in view of the godstone off to the side of the shrine. Why did you go around the back instead of going straight back there? You can't even delete your own messages. That's because... the witness was drunk and simply went the wrong way. That would also be strange. If she was so drunk she didn't know what she was doing, then her testimony can't be trusted. Wait, maybe I can do it. Let me see. Do I have the power to delete your message? Timeout, permit, purge. I don't know how to delete the message. But I do have ultimate authority over what happens. I just don't know how to do it. The only way I know how to delete messages is the 1 second timeout someone, which purges their entire log. But I don't know how to delete other messages. As you say, while I understand compromises must be made in this situation, that would be inadmissible. Purge, it removes all their messages, but you can do it for 1 second, so it's just like, I think it's just a way to delete a message. I guess. I don't really know. It wasn't that drunk. Just let me testify one more time. There's something I forgot to say. Not only was that second testimony completely different from the first, you never addressed the issue with it. Therefore, well, I will give you one last chance. We will have to consider all witnesses were intoxicated. Seriously? This is your final chance. Do not waste it. You don't have to tell me that. Dark side of the shrine. I went to the back of the shrine because I sensed something odd over there, and I ended up running into Sho like I told you. Must have been when I dropped my dried squid. Okay. There's nothing here. I'm not sure what we're supposed to say to that. I would have preferred if you had explained everything clearly from the beginning. Well, I didn't think I'd be pestered like this over nothing. But there's no more problems with my testimony now, right? Yes, in which case... What is it now? Reimu's eating rice cakes up there. Chat, look, Yugi took her place. Yugi took her place up there. Now Raisin is sitting next to Yugi. Do you think she feels intimidated? Do you think she's afraid? Shut up, you dragged this out past tea time and I'm hungry. She even brought her own green tea. Green tea? Rice cakes? Be patient, Sho. Defense, your cross-examination? Yeah, imagine just sitting next to that chiseled jawline. How do you not feel inferior? Oh, right, excuse me. It feels like no one can stay quiet today. Not the defense, not the defendant, not the witness, not the gallery. And don't think I didn't see what you did there. Three things here. Give me the information. I still have questions I want to ask. Let's get to it. We pressin' out here. But what was it you sensed specifically? It was kind of malicious intent, not what you'd expect someone there for a party to give off. And you bravely went to investigate on your own. I've got some confidence in my skills. I've been around longer than even you, after all. And for some reason I'm getting a hankering for grilled chicken. Yeah, let's just leave that topic behind. You can't use the same threats twice, Moko. So this something odd you felt was Sho. Well, I don't think it could have been anything else. She was fleeing from the godstone she just destroyed. If that's not malice, I don't know what is. But why would Sho have had to destroy it? Maybe she was afraid of all the people's faith would go back to the Hakude Shrine if she left it alone? Anyway, that's none of my business. Don't speculate in your testimony. Isn't everything you say speculation? It's not speculation, just unproven facts. Otherwise known as speculation. I don't think I'm winning this one. So the food you received from Reimu was that dried squid. You have no doubt about that? Yeah, she told me it was all she had left. Guess you can't expect much from that derelict shrine. If my shrine's such a dump, why didn't you just stay home? The little Oni you live with dragged me there. Excuse you, I don't let Oni live in my shrine. Sika just decided to hang around on her own. This is my cross-examination. So you mean to say that you dropped that dried squid when Sho ran into you? It was sudden, and it was dark, so I didn't even realize I dropped it. I only noticed I was short some later. I see. But could that really have happened? Aya, what's wrong? You could say everything's wrong. Her whole testimony seems to make sense on the surface, but I feel like it's just hiding something huge. Does Suika pay rent? I think she makes up for her in rent and chores, because she does Reimu's laundry. She basically obliges to whatever Reimu's commands are while she lives there. I don't know why she lives there, though. I guess she's just having fun. I think I know what you mean, like it's something so big you can't take it in properly. But if you took a step back, you'd see it easily. It seems the defense cross-examination is over. In which case, my verdict. Ooh, chill out, we're not done here. I'm not done yet. Hold it, you say. But do you have any evidence to present? If I don't fight here, then it really will be all over. I do. I have more to say about this evidence. The squid scraps. Is this not a mere snack? It is. This is food that was prepared by Reimu at the tail end of the party, and Moko was the only person to receive any that night. So we've heard. Moko told us in her testimony that she went behind the shrine where she ran into Sho, and that's when she must have dropped the side then. Must have dropped this then. But some of the squid got into the tiger stripe cloth Sho was wearing around her waist. And how did that happen? What do you mean? The defendant ran into the witness, she dropped some of the dried squid, and it fell on the cloth. It accidentally got on the clothes when they collided. It's not that simple. If someone who was drunk ran full speed into another person who was also drunk, both of them should have fallen over. But Moko said they both kept going like nothing happened. Isn't that strange? She didn't run into me that hard, and Sho lost that cloth then, came loose when we bumped into each other. But then, what about what happened next morning? If that cloth was lost all the way behind the shrine where the squid was found, how did it end up near the grounds where Sho was caught? Miss Moko's losing her composure, so she really must be the true culprit. But how? So what's next? Are you gonna say I was the one who did it now? If you are, you better show me some proof. She looks like she's ready to fight, but I don't actually have proof. How are we even supposed to prove it? Sanae said she saw Sho too. That's still a problem. But how could Sho even have been at the godstone? She should have been snoozing in her underwear by then. Ah! What? What is it now? Excuse me, I left that kettle on at home. That is a fire hazard. It seems you are a bit too scatterbrained. I will take care from now on. Aya, what's wrong with you? This is serious. I know how Moko did it. It was... Moko appeared before Sanae wearing Sho's clothes. Moko controlled the drunken Sho. Moko showed Sanae an illusion of Sho. Classic case of impersonation. It's extremely simple. Moko found Sho passed out, took the clothes off of her, and was wearing them as Sanae saw her. I see. It's really the only way it could make sense. Disappearing and reappearing would just be a matter of changing clothes behind the shrine. Hold up. What are you talking about now? Your tendency to suddenly call witnesses the culprit is wearing thin. Please present proper evidence if you truly mean it this time. There are two things I wish to present. The trace the true culprit left behind. And... that should be it, right? That tiger striped cloth we heard so much about this evidence yesterday. No, actually, what's important is the dried squid that was found in it. The very same dried squid Moko was walking around with. Order. It is as you say, the defendant certainly did not eat squid that night. But when she saw it the next morning, Sho was sleeping under a tree, beneath the shrine in her underwear, with her clothes strewn around her. We found this squid under the tree. But some of it also got on this cloth, which was found much closer to the Gyakuten shrine. An inexplicable situation, isn't it? I agree. It's quite possible that the witness could have disguised herself as the defendant. But what the hell? You're really going to believe that? Events are too unclear for judgment to be rendered. I can no longer deny that there could have been a culprit other than the defendant. We're doing good. Let's show some more conclusive evidence. We gotta provide a motive. Aya? I don't have anything like that. We wouldn't have had so much trouble if I did. So what do we do now? I'm thinking about it. There has to be a contradiction somewhere. Oh god, dude. Chat, remember when I said I'd finish this stream? Oh boy. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. Good grief, it seems crows truly cannot see in the dark. What's that supposed to mean? If you haven't realized by now, you must be blind. The hair of our defendant and witness are nothing alike. She's true. Order. Oh, so you finally noticed. I didn't think about that. Sho's blonde, Moko has white hair. That wouldn't work. The length wouldn't be too much of a problem. Pulling it up in a bun would be enough. But the color... If you want to make the witness your scapegoat, then you must explain this away. That is correct. If you cannot uphold your theory, I will hand down my verdict. Aya, please don't give up. Just look over everything we found again. Even if you say that, you can't change the color of your hair on the spot. Sanae was drunk and Moko was wearing Sho's clothes, so if there's a way Sanae could have misunderstood. A misunderstanding? Ah, I get it. It must have been. I will give you a chance to present evidence. If the witness could have disguised her hair color, then let us see how. What if she wore this on her head? What is this? It's my evidence. Moko's hair color didn't need to change. I just had to think Moko's hair wasn't white. What does this have to do with what you're saying? Well, a night-blind bird like you would need this to see. No, you've got it backwards. It's because of the darkness that this truth shines so brightly. Sanae told us in her testimony that she saw Sho. To be precise, she saw her by the light of this torch. Yes, but what of it? Actually, how would you describe the color of firelight? Well, I would say golden. Oh, very well put. And what would the witness's white hair look like in that dim torchlight? I can't deny it. With her hair pulled up and tinted by firelight, the witness could have passed herself as the defendant. If you admit it yourself, then so it is. There may be no direct evidence, but there's a possibility the witness was a culprit. Her testimony was riddled with inconsistencies, and the defendant's theory cannot be discounted. But in this situation, I'm done with this farce. Moko, you all think you know by now, don't you? There's no real evidence, but I'm the culprit. So fine, I was the one who destroyed that rock. I stumbled into Sho lying there by chance that night. Turned out to be bad luck for the both of us. Moko, are you sure it's wise to being so flippant? I didn't mean to do anyone any harm, and I don't regret it. But I didn't want anyone to know it was me who did it, so I made it look like it was Sho. What do you mean? If you've come this far, then the great lawyer detective shouldn't need me to explain. I don't really understand. Why did you have to destroy the godstone? Things have taken a strange turn. The defendant appears to be innocent, but I cannot end the proceedings until the true culprit's behavior has been explained. What are you talking about? Sho's not the criminal. That's all that matters. Somebody has to go to jail. I cannot permit anything to be left so ambiguous. That is what I am talking about. So you mean if we can't establish a motive for why the criminal who just confessed did it, my client still goes to jail? Is that what's going on here? So the problem is Moko's motive. I know exactly what her motive is. That's right, if we can show her what she did, everything will be over. But what about evidence? It's the same thing as before. I'm sure there's something we have that can help. You say that, but, well, only allowed to present evidence one last time. If you cannot complete your case, I will find the defendant guilty. That is so fucking stupid, Aki. What do you mean? That's completely absurd. The true culprit is standing right there. If this true culprit has no motive, we cannot be certain. These are the rules. I hate this. This system is rigged. Are you serious? Now show it to us. The reason the witness destroyed the godstone. I know exactly why. And it's written right here at the bottom of Kane's diagnosis. Huh? Whoa, wait. What are these papers? It might be indirect, but this shows Moko's motive. Why did you... Moko came to the banquet with Kane Kamishirasawa, but Kane came down with food poisoning and had to leave early. Kane began feeling symptoms when she visited the godstone. So it is written, but how is this related? Moko, since Kane became ill just after she came near, you thought it was the godstone that made her sick. It's not as absurd as it sounds. A witness told me the godstone smelled bad and looked creepy. It wouldn't be unreasonable for someone who had been drinking to start thinking it cursed Kane. It's so, for Kane's sake, you blasted the godstone apart with Danmaku. Witness, do you deny it? Witness. It sounds so stupid when you put it like this. Moko? You must all think I'm a complete idiot, but I really thought that weird rock had done something to Kane. But why did you have to drag Sho into it? I really didn't mean her any harm, I swear. I just didn't want Kana to find out it was me. Find out about this. I had no idea it turned into this huge mess. I feel a bit bad for dragging this out here. We had to do it to help Sho. And besides... I didn't want to believe it, but that was really what happened. Kana? Have you been here all this time? From the beginning, I heard everything from the gallery. I didn't notice her at all. I had my doubts ever since I heard about the incident, but I had no proof, so I didn't want to speak up. Kana, are you feeling fine? Oh, I'm all better, and this just happened because I was a bit careless. Kana, I'm sorry. She's taller than Moko, but I'm pretty sure the reverse is often the case in fan works. I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. It's those who are dragged into this trial. Yeah, but what can I say? Especially to Sho. I would not hold a grudge against you. I can see you bore none of us ill will. I can't apologize enough. As you'd expect from Bishamoten's avatar. She has a real saintly presence, doesn't she? It's no surprise Myoden Temple is so popular. With this, the culprit's motive can be understood. A verdict as clear as black or white can be rendered. I find the defendant Sho Torimaru. That's Reimu. That voice. Why is she? Did that come from the gallery? Don't you dare get all mushy and end this trial. Did you all forget? I'm the victim here. It's my godstone that was destroyed. Who is going to compensate me for this? No way. This is what she's been planning this whole time? She wants money for the godstone? Well, this looks like trouble. I leave her to you, Miss Attorney. Please don't push this all on me. Ah, yeah, the verdict. Let's just get a verdict for now. Your Honor, hand down your verdict. Yes, I will start over. I find the defendant Sho Torimaru. If I let you finish, you'll all laugh and pretend this never happened, so we're sorting this out now. This is ridiculous. We won't get a verdict until you get her off the stand. How am I supposed to do that? It's the Hakude Shrine Maiden. Well, you could show her claim is groundless. You'd figure it out from here. Ah, I see. Actually, I have to thank you. Please don't. I just want to go home at this point. But I don't think anything we have on hand will convince her. We might need some outside help on this one. So a piece of evidence and a person, I agree. You say Moko's the real culprit, but it's obvious I'm not getting anything out of her. It'd be much better if Myoden and Temple were at fault. So all you have to do is say the tiger's guilty and... Reimu, there is a fundamental flaw in your claim. Huh? What flaw? You can't say stuff like that without evidence, right? The final showdown, this is where we settle everything. Oh no. Oh no, the case isn't over. If I show evidence to a certain person here, everything you've been saying will fall apart. Well, don't keep me waiting. This evidence will prove your claim is groundless. I don't know. I'm smooth-brained. Her laundry. Duh. And this person will tell us why. Oh. Suika. What does this have to do with my claim? This shows that it's totally wrong. I hate to disappoint you, but you were the one who was totally wrong. I fear I must agree. So that wasn't it, huh? Just think about it calmly, Aya. Reimu's claiming damages for the godstone, so the big question is what the godstone is actually worth. I know that. I won't mess up again. What is the godstone worth? So the godstone itself, and then Suika. And that should work. What does this have to do with my claim? It shows us totally wrong. I think Suika's the answer. Reimu's claiming damages for the godstone. The big question is what the godstone actually worth. What is it worth? It smelled bad, it looked creepy. I assume it's the godstone itself, right? And then this person will tell us why. Oh, wait, I get it. Have Renosuke appraise the stone. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I got it. I figured it out. I got it. Renosuke Morichika, please come to the witness stand. I was waiting for Suika to come down and be like, yeah, that shit was nasty. And then people be like, yeah, that's worthless. Alright, we're good. I completely forgot he was even here. What could you possibly want with me? I only came to listen to the trial. I just need your testimony as an expert witness. Please use your skills to tell us everything you can about this stone. Aki is done with this shit as everyone else and won't penalize you anymore. Yeah, that had a flashing mark on it. We're done here. I mean, if she penalized me, then that would mean Sho is just guilty, right? Which is just stupid. All I have to do is appraise this rubble. Still to think I'd be dragged into this mess too. This is called the Godstone. It is an ordinary rock with no trace of divine grace. What? It slumbered just under the ground for many years until it was unearthed by a minor quake a few days ago. It truly does not live up to its name. And how would you estimate its value? Its value? Is this a joke? It's a rock. It has no value. In fact, I should be asking for an appraiser's fee. That can't be. Reimu, do you understand now? Your godstone was literally worthless. And that means this whole trial was a waste of time. No way, but my worshippers, my big payout. How unfortunate. But now, right and wrong can be clearly established, starting with... I find the defendant Sho Torimaru not guilty. Confetti! So is Moko really going to be punished for this after all? I hate this courtroom. I hate it. Please. Let's never have a trial like this one again. I had no idea what would happen until the last moment. I think Reimu would try something like this. I must thank you both. Sho, you've been set free? Yes, I may finally return to the temple. I will devote myself to a set of practice again, starting over from the very basics. It was my lack of discipline that brought this on after all. You know it wasn't your fault, Sho. No, many have been troubled because of my failings. My companions must be awaiting my return, and I must go to them now. But one day I will repay my debt to you, I promise. I guess Bishamoten's avatar would have to be someone as special as her, huh? Right, she's nothing like that shrine maiden. Who might you be talking about? Reimu. That was some impressive work you did back there. I suffered a tremendous loss because of you. Please don't smile when you say things like that. So I'll be throwing another party tonight. We'll celebrate your victory. Just the three of us. Aya, we're in danger. I know, but if we run, she'll shoot us in the back. It's going to be a long night, so we can cut loose. Indeed, tonight will be a long night. Eh? We spoke at length yesterday, but it seems you took none of it to heart. You are a little too greedy. That was... I will not relent until you change your ways. Please join me in my office. Hey, wait! Ooh, she's not letting her go, is she? Who is this sassy lost child? It's going to be an all-night preaching session. So at the end of the case, Reimu's the one who gets the lecture. Moko's free to go. She might actually break her record. She deserves it. Save me! Goodbye, Reimu. I'll remember you. New episode has been added. Ooh. Ooh. Time to edge. Who's ready to get edged? All right. Case 2. Done. But what's case 3? She's so small. The Magician's Puppet Show. A mysterious calling card has been sent to the Myoran Temple, giving notice of a theft. Ooh, a phantom thief. The Scarlet Devil Station's finest were on the scene to foil the crime, but to no avail. Suspicion fell on Alice Margaret, but was she always this small? Holy shit, look at her. She's tiny. All right, that's an interesting case. A phantom thief, huh? All right. Haven't seen a phantom thief in a while. Not since Masque de Masque. All right, so it is now 20 after, and I am going to wrap it up because I would like to eat some food, and I want to do that now, and then I'm going to have to go to bed because I've been awake for a while, to say the least. But yeah, case 2, pretty good. I actually really liked it. Like the new art too. Good. So I'm looking forward to the next one, and I will definitely break this one up better than this time because, you know, I can't do 3.5 hours again. I don't think I can do that again. Oh well. But yeah, I'll do it. I'll break it up properly next time, I swear. It won't be a whole 3-hour thing.